خب خیلی مستقیم با نام و یاد خدا میریم برای بازی وایتالیتی فیز. برق نداشتیم، برق اومد و علم کردیم سریع همه چیو. بریم ببینیم که چه اتفاقاتی رقم خواهد خورد. دو رقیب دیرینه باید دید وایتالیتی آیا میتونه فیز کلن رو شکست بده یا خیر. فیز کلن زیاد جالب عمل نکرده، اونطور که فیز کلن رو میشناسیم نبوده. اما یه فلش میریم برای واترفال، خطا باز میشه. اسپینکس موفق تو گرفتن فرست بلاد. یه فایت طولانی. رابز دوبل کیل برای این بازیکن. زایبو آیا میتونه کسی رو شکار بکنه یا نه؟ رین اجازه این کارو بهش نمیده. فلیمز و ایپکس تو موقعیت 2-3 قرار گرفتن. رابز توی اسموک. فلیمز اوه اگر تیر آخر میخورد تو سر رین که فاتحه. مهدی علی مانستر آجمجی چطورید بچه؟ خوش اومدید.
With almost a 1v3 situation, that would have been a thing of beauty. But as soon as you get into the site, you start thinking, okay, this should be pretty straightforward for FaZe. As long as they play these post plants, there should be no issues.
Well, Flames, after all of his hard work, he's earned himself a Deagle no Kev. He's dropped Zywoo a rifle. He's earned it, I suppose.
Yeah, well, this is quite a threat that's still available. Flames and Apex over towards B, but they have that drop down 4 in their hands as Zywoo to assist.
راند دوم زایبو رم 4 شکار شد و سوخت. باربیکیو تحویله.
They have to be quick if they want to try and beat the rotation and play the number advantage.
فران سویا داد. رین آماده برای پرتاب اسموک سمت وسط. یک فلش هم چاشنه کار قرار داده میشه. کریگان شارژ میکنه میاد داخل. امپیناین اسپینکس موفق فلنک. ایپکس چطور نتونست این نفر رو بکشه؟ اینجا موفق و بروکی تنها و بعدن ایپکس آجیل این تیم کارسازی میکنه و خودی نشون میده. کارو جمع و جور کرد. تا چطوری؟ امید چطوری؟ تروی چطوری؟ چه خبر بچه‌ها؟ والا نمیدونم منم چجوری. من مانیتورم انقدر نزدیک نیست، دور ازم. چه راند تر و تمیزی رو زنده میکنه وایتالیتی. پوشای بی پروا این تیم امتیاز نخست رو در همین ابتدای کار برای گلدن هورنتس به ارمغان میاره. ایپکس اگریسیو در حال فایت سمت بنانا. یه پاپ فلش که موفق میشه ترک رو از آن خودش بکنه. زن ایپکس یه نیده دیگه هم چاشنی کار قرار میده. یه نیده تر و تمیز. کنیگان نیمی از هلس پوینت خودشو از دست میده و بقیه بازیکن‌های فیز سمت وسط دارن برمیگردن عقب. کنیگان یه لحظه شارژ میکنه مستقیم. فلیمز شاتو خورد اما توی فایت موفق‌تر.
lead for Vitality, which should quickly become 3-1 with the full eco next.
علیرضا مانستر
How interesting can Brokey
مسابقه سر چیه؟ مسابقات میتونم بگم بعد میجر مهمترین مسابقه CS.
FaZe members just trying to waltz in. There can be that Molotov deployed from Spinks or a flash over them towards backside boost.
خب ببینید یه بوست دو نفری. اسپینکس هم تا اینجا حضور داره. 3 بازیکن روی بامتاد هستن. فایت آغاز میشه. رین گردن اسپینکس رو قطع میکنه و حالا ادامه کار. بروکی او هم موفق فلنک داره از راه میرسه. باز هم رین 2-2 میشه روند کار. گانها رو هم ریکاور کردن. زایبو تو اسموک شانس خودش رو امتحان میکنه اما چیزی نصیبش نشده. کار خطرناک شد برای وایتالیتی. یه نیده دیپ. چه نیدی زایبو. بوبی یه مولی دیگه میارنش بیرون. رین رو هم اما لحظه آخر با ایتالیتی موفق میشه امتیاز رو برگردون. چهره فیلیپ نئو رو در تصویر شاهد بودید. کوچ تیم فیز کلن، بازیکن سابق باشگاه ویرتوس پرو، کسی که به گفته خیلیا در کل دوره کانتر استرایک 1 و 6 بهترین بازیکن تاریخ بوده. فکر میکنم بیشترین موفقیت هم داشته باشه، مطمئن نیستم، ولی تو آخرین رأیگیری گفته بودن که بهترین بازیکن کل کانتر استرایک 1 و 6 نئو بود. ایپکس سمت وسط خطرناک، چه پوزیشن عجیبی داشت. ایپکس وسط زمین و هوا گیر کرده بود قشنگ، نه راه پس داشت نه راه پیش. چرا خودش رو تو اون پوزیشن گرفتار کرد. مولیه هم پرتاب شده اونور. اگر اسپینکس میخواست یه حرکت کوچیک آغاز بکنه خیلی راحت میتونست رین رو شکار بکنه توی بویلر. بازی نمیم حذفه یا نه، ولی میدونم برندش صعود میکنه، بازندش نمیدونم حذف میشه نه. سلام به همگی، خوش اومدید. چطوری دلتا پویا؟ همه چطوری؟ خوش اومدید. سمت منم 4 به 4، کمتر از 40 ثانیه زمان. آیتما آماده است برای پرتاب. یه اکزیکیوت خواهیم داشت روی بام سایت بی که مزی هم داره روتیت میکنه، باید از راه برسه، سریعتر از فلش خودش استفاده میکنه. اما رابس موفق‌تر. آمار نفر بعدی هم دارن. فشار سنگین خط رو باز کرده. مزی دابل کیل برای بازیکن، خوب کار کرد اما کافی نبود و اسفینکس حالا تو موقعیت تک به 2 قرار گرفته در برابر رابس و کریگان.
Romps has had a huge
دیفیوز کیت هم حتی نداره. چه تایمینگی خطا داره جا به جا میشه. اسپینکس تو پایت اول موفق. رابس اونجا حضور داره، اجازه ادامه کار رو بهش نمیده و این بار فیز کلن موفق به گرفتن امتیاز. چه اکزیکیوتی زدن، چه فرگ هایی هم گرفتن. راجمتیو فلشش جالب نبود.
Consistently, and that damage, yeah, that's massive. And then he does everything himself. The Tech-9 coming in, just completely shutting down any of the advances from Vitality to defend that side. And we'll continue. It's not over yet. The force buy needs to come back from Vitality.
Sawaliko.
FaZe wins this, they can break through, and then Vitality will be the ones on that full eco conversation.
این بار 2 بازیکن سمت بویلر، رین و رابس. خط 2 نفره زایوو میج سنگینی میخوره اما در فایت موفق هستن. من ادوانتیج در دستانه فیز کلن. رابس کماکان خط شوشو نگه داشته.
He's going to have to tuck back in to cover off Arch in case there is the slink potential.
Broke the bomb, so I imagine he's just going to be kind of containing while his teammates search.
بوم هم در دستان این بازیکن هست. مزی MP9 کلوز رنج، این فاصله نزدیک MP9 خیلی خطریه یا ابوالفضل. با یک جامپ چکش میکنن و بله بالاخره زهر خودش رو میریزه با اون MP9. اسپینکس از فلنک چقدر به موقع از راه رسید. مزی روی بام سایت سعی داره زمان به خط کاور از راه برسه اما موفق نیستن توی ادامه کار. 20 ثانیه زمان. کاور حالا از راه رسیده، خط رو باز میکنه کریگان رو مکتن. همتیمیش رو حذف میکنن. 13 ثانیه بیشتر زمان باقی نمونده سمت شورت. کریگان ببینیم اجازه میدن تیفو رو پلنس بکنه یا آخر خط رو باز میکنه. کریگان بیخیال ران میشه و ترجیح میده که گان رو سیو بکنه برای راند بعدی.
Or perhaps anticipated Zaiwu to have gone and doubled up. But either way, yeah, it's a bit of a sigh from Carrigan. Knows he could have done a bit more with that.
All right, well, this game is definitely delivering, isn't it? From the pistol round, we've had purchases every single round that's followed. Nobody's taken an eco, constant force buys, and the rounds are going down to the wire. We've had 3 rounds in a row that have come down to just one player staying alive. Actually, since the pistol as well. Yeah. So it was just the second round of play where 2 players for Vitality managed to survive.
And as nice as it was, I mean, you know, testament to what you've just been saying, Chad, it's just how crazy the buys are for both teams. Like, there's just nothing.
Yeah, but again, it goes back to there's no real game plan right now, so they are just brawling. It is just the individuals on display.
1 alive, 2 alive, exactly. 1 alive, 1 alive, 1 alive. Brawl indeed. I mean, entertaining, no doubt about it. Vitality and FaZe locked in an advanced match for the Lanxess.
I think another thing that happens when the matches like this is neither team in a lot of these rounds either has full firepower or full utility. So there has to be things that are a little bit either direct or risky.
آیتم‌های سنگین دابل نیت فروزن باز هم نیمی از اسپات خودش رو از دست میده. کلاً فروزن چون باید بنانا رو بگیره زیاد این اتفاق واسش میفته که همیشه نصفش پیش نیست بدبخت.
And in the force buys from Vitality, had Spinks with an opener on the Famish. You had Zaiwu with the drop down 4 from Flamesy earlier in the piece over towards B. So constantly looking for the fights, Vitality.
میان برای کنترل پالیس. اسموک لانگ هم
throws out the moto smoke.
رفرش میشه. 3 بازیکن این بار سمت
was the penultimate smoke from FaZe, so you'd expect there to be a commitment off the back of that. Carrigan has flashbangs, but Apex
فروزن بالاخره مرد.
frozen elsewhere. That's the lurk gone.
فاتحه یک فلش آماده هستن. شاتو زده بروکی اسفینکس. کمی بد شانس اما مزی هنوز رو بامزد حضور داره که اجازه نمیدن کاری از پیش ببره. اپکس و فلیمز به موقعیت 2-3 قرار گرفتن و بعد تصمیم میگیرن گانهاشون رو سیو بکنن برای راند بعدی.
And they will just look to retain these rifles, the Galil and the M4 for Flamesy and Apex respectively. So they're going to carry these through. We'll tie things up again. It'll be 3-3.
فروزن اگر راند دیگر رو کسی رو نزنه بمیره بله به جمع ایجنتا میپیونده.
Yeah, Bleak with 2 rifles into the next.
Yeah, so Flamesy at the moment has 600, so he's going to have 2k. He might be able to drop something. Apex is going to be at 1750. Maybe they want to give a scout to Zaiwu. I know it's Inferno, but maybe can harass down towards middle within the early stages. But still, nobody's broken through. But I think the fact that they saved 2 rifles says that, yeah, Vitality are just going to shovel in yet again. So, yeah, okay, Apex has dropped the Galil to Zaiwu. He's bought himself an MP9. I think Flamesy's dropped an MP9 as well, and one's been equipped from Spinks. So, this looks like rounds that we've already seen from them throughout this half.
برنده صعود میکنه به مین استیج.
On one side, we've got 2 MP9s.
اینجا مین استیج نیست. مین استیج تمومش میاد تا خرخره. تا خرخره. فروزن بله بالاخره اجازه نمیده که مقام ایجنتی از آن این بازیکن بشه. فرار میکنه از ایجنت.
Quite defensively, as it is Banana, where they want to take this duel. Spinks with the assistance of Apex to see if they can catch the crawl. It's Frozen's first kill. Good time to get activated. Chance to finally break Vitality. Wary of Apartment's pushes. So Rain being diligent with his util.
Rain چه نیدی داد برای
no secret steps will have been heard. So full mid control. They haven't been able to say the same for Banana just yet.
خط نزدیک با جلیل.
This is a good combo. Designed to disrupt this very setup.
چه کمبوی چه آیتمایی ولی نتونستن فرگ بگیرن. زایوو کماکان خط رو نگه داشته. بیش از یک فرگ نصیبش نمیشه. مزی اما موفق‌تر 3-2 بامساید در دستان فیز کلن.
Okay, so now we should see the save
زایگو
from
توی
Vitality that will
کنترل
result in
بامسایت
an
ها به
eco behind the
مشکل
M4 and the
برخورده.
Yeah, so it's just a moment's respite
Hello,
from the
Misa.
chaos.
In a way, but they still have to. I'm curious to see if Apex even opens with the M4 if he gives it to somebody else, right?
وایتالیتی گیر کرده توی
It's not like they're
کنترل
getting a clean
بامسایت
anti-eco
ها
round where they just get to play against USPs
اگر
or maybe
سریعتر
upgrades to the
دست نجنبونن
P250s.
این
This is
قضیه
still
میتونه
a couple of weapons to deal with. There's
براشون
also
بسیار
smokes,
گرون
HEs,
تموم
so
بشه.
never an easy round. But you'd feel like you've broken
I'm
through as far as the
Rosie, hello.
economy game is concerned.
Oh, through the lamp.
چه تصویر قشنگی.
Okay, well.
هنرمند باشه.
Consecutive rounds for FaZe. Vitality
سلام
found those early
سلام
enough to their
شبیر
force by
محمد
and the
لایت
follow-up, but
نایت
too many casualties. And then these force by wars continued. Frozen's first kill, as mentioned, a nice little opener onto Flamesy. And Zywo in a very committed position, so good trade from Rops. Mezzy does what he has to, but getting wrapped on from that long side, so he was going to be a dead man walking regardless.
Yeah, but if Rops is wrapping, it is a Rop, I think.
ایده وسط در اینجا همراه نداره تو اسموک داره شانس خوش امتحان میکنه برمیگرده عقب. چرا داره میره تیسپون آیتم داره میره برداره.
Still something to be concerned about for FaZe. They're not going to be rushing anything willy-nilly.
Did a big moment from the captain for Vitality if they want to win this round. He started mid, now back over to B.
آیتمای برانا کریگان یه لحظه اگریسیو شد دمیجی هم زد به ایپکس اما نتونست تبدیلش کنه فرگ برمیگرده عقب. فروزن در کنار بروکی توی برانا حضور دارن.
In this type of scenario, group up.
C4 هم حتی اونجاست دوباره داره برمیگرده عقب. رین حالا رفت آیتم برداره.
Heavy forces in banana. It is just Rops over towards second.
چقدر فیز کلن غیره.
And a big part of this is, we saw the M4 here. We're calling
آیتم دراپ میکنن برمیگردن عقب. آیتم رو AK برای کی AK دیفالت.
And that gamble starting to manifest with the radar. Zywo cheating over to help out the A-bomb site as well. It is just Flamesy. And there's another part of this, in that conversation that Shox referenced with Apex, Alexi,
این بار فیک رو مد نظر دارن.
Are they stacking here? Right, do they want to let us in? Is that why no one's peeking now?
به دنبال شکار. فروزی دمیج خوبی زد تو اسموک. حالا در روتیشن انجام میشه سمت بام سایت مخالف. پس خود فیسکلنیان روتیت کردن. فروزن دابل کیل برای بازیکن. رین نمیتونه شکار بکنه توی فلنک. سپینکس باشو تموم میکنه 3-4 ادوانتیج در دستان وایتالیتی. نفر بعدی رابس هست که داره نک میکنه. بروکی نمیخواد بیش از این ریسکی بازی بکنه.
I know we're quite deep within the half at this point, but first rifle rounds for the CTs after losing pistol and forces can always be a little bit rough around the edges regarding all the goods. So a couple of extra rifles, this is going to help them down the stretch.
میشه یا خیر پوزیشنش خیلی خوبه ولی خاص نگه داشتن. چه دمیجی زد اما اصلا ایپکس موفق. مزی شکار شد. 2-3 اجازه شکار بیشتر رو ندادن. فیز کلن خیلی غیره. باورم نمیشه این همه آیتم رو رفتن از تو تیسپون دوباره برداشتن.
Oh, good boys. Yeah, it's good damage as well.
All right, well,
it's all good.
Not the end of the world, only 2-round difference. Still plenty to be played within this map. Here's that AWP, so was dropped across. So we're getting active with it and removed. Big one from Rops, just swings straight into Zywo.
تو زوم سنگین ادامه فایت. ترید از راه میرسه خیر.
It's insane how Rops
یعنی
has just gone so quickly
با یه قدم اگه جلوتر بود اون نید گردنشو گرفته بود. 3-4 عذاب 4-4 مزی لو HP.
and it's profitable. 10th frag from Rops, looking like he's in good form today. Familiar opponent.
The Tech 9 round that he had has been the most impactful so far.
Yeah. I'm intrigued by Flames' position here. He's kind of alone on the site and opting for a very active angle on pool. Will likely slip away as the smoke starts to fade. Apex is looking to join him.
Yeah, worst case, he found himself towards CT and they're in a full retake setup. Now that Apex is over, they... Oh, and Spinks has info.
Oh, Spinks عجب پوزیشن داره
Apex, what are you going to
Spinks.
do with this? No util, really. Good fast.
از راه میرسه C4 هم دراپ شد. چه بازیکن مهمی رو زد. دوباره مجبورن رینگیج بکنن روی بام سایت. فلیمز پوزیشن گیری نچندان جالب. حالا اسپینکس هم حرکت خودش رو آغاز میکنه به سمت بام سایت. فایت سنگین. C4 رو خیلی سریع پیرفت میکنن. فروزن فایت با اسپینکس که موفق نیستن هیچ دو بازیکن. اسپینکس داره لحظه نزدیکتر میشه. اینجا فروزن واکنششون میده و IGL تیم فیز کریگان موفق میشه با گرفتن دابل کیل کار رو به اتمام برسونه. این چرا باید اینجا وافر بخوریم ما؟ چرا باید اینجا ما وافر بخوریم؟
On Mirage. So they're keeping up their strong form on Inferno versus Vitality. Should be an opportunity for them to look for that 7th. Now they have upgraded into a Silence M4. There's always been a threat for Vitality in these rounds. There's not a single round where it's just been, you know, the lightest of possible investments. Again, they're going to have to worry about a couple of upgrades. MP9, Deagle, Smokes, and Flamesy.
6-3 نتیجه بازی تا به اینجای کار فیز کلان خوب تونسته از پس تی سایدد مپ اینفرنو تا به اینجای کار بر بیاد تو ادامه کار. فروزن باز هم موفق پوش اگریسیو. فلیمز کاری از پیش نمیبره. یه نیده دیگه تکمیلی ایپکس. او هم بیش از یک فرگ نصیبش نمیشه. 2-4.
And it looks like a 7th looms. I think much more for Mezzi and Zywoo to do with only Desert Eagles.
It's crazy at this point how many opening duels Frozen has been involved in, and for the most part of this game he was on the receiving end.
Wasn't he 0-6?
Yeah, he was, but now he's well,
5-6.
But the kills is he's 3-5 in opening duels. So he's you know, of those frags that are given away, 5 of them are opening deaths.
Vitality چقدر افت کرده.
So a great resurgence from Frozen.
Like a comeback in the middle of a half. It's impressive.
Yeah, there's some players, if they don't start the game strong, if they don't get a kill on the pistol in the early rounds against the Force, they can just continue to be slow, and then you get beaten down, and then you're not going to continue to be aggressive or take your fights. It seems like it's the opposite for Frozen.
Yeah, I mean, we talk about confidence being a really important component in a player.
So
a lot of players kind of derive their confidence.
City go low. One of the city goes low. I leave banana though. Ruins 1 SP, one guy. You stay there, David? Yeah. I'll go close Ruins now. He's dead, banana. Ruins dead. Nice! Let's fall by again. Yeah. Good fucking shit, man. Good entry, man. Fucking nice.
Pretty calm. Yeah. Right, 3v3 post-plant position. Pretty calm. That's what you like to see. Well, Zywoo gets another opportunity on the AWP. Last time, had it only for a brief moment.
See if we can do more with it there. Zywoo made quite a statement in his opening game. We have only seen that one game, Vitality versus Furia. This is our second look at what Vitality are bringing to IEM Cologne 2024. Same could be said for FaZe. And there's Zywoo's orb. Good for it.
Zywoo بالاخره رو اسنایپ، اما باز هم بیش از یک فرگ نصیبش نمیشه. 3 فرگ پیاپی برای فیز کلانی ها و ادوانتیج در دستان این تیم. کنترل بام سایت رو هم گرفتن و
quite consistently from FaZe. Rain and
گوش
Rops
که
up
نمیاد
through
بخوام
boiler
بیان
and Hall being quite
داخل. چه
aggressive. That's how the
آیتمایی
last
هم
time
افتاده
Zywoo had an AWP
اونجا.
got
وای
rumbled.
وای وای.
This time they go straight up the guts, go long side, AWP signs off.
محکوم به سیون این راند.
Learn of the boiler setup. Who else comes through and cleans house? It has to be another Vitality save, and it's these two. Yet again, Apex and Flamesy. Carrigan has gotten wind of this and is already on the hunt.
Oh, Carrigan.
But yesterday was way too easy for Vitality, wasn't it? I don't mean that in a
bad
way. I mean the way that they just absolutely mauled their
Carrigan موفق توی اسموک. چه فرگی. چک میکنه این سمت روی آخر. ایپکس
should get away with his life. Let's go into the final round of the first half.
فرار بکنه موفق هم هست.
Vitality are going to be kicking themselves because after they won the 4 spy and the follow-up, if they didn't give away so many kills, in that three-play. It was a 3v5 where Spinks rotated CT, Apex boosted Flamesy backside, and that round came down to a one-on-one situation where they gave away the plan, they gave away all those rifles. If they hadn't have messed up in that variety, we would have likely seen FaZe go forward to take an eco, and then they could have started establishing themselves in the half. But since that point, Vitality's finances have been on the ropes. Sure, there's been the possibility to have a couple of these hero M4s or saved M4s in the mix, the threats that I've been talking about, but they never really got an opportunity to establish their full game plan with full buys in this first half of play.
Yeah, no, it's really... It's admirable considering losing that second round force after winning the pistol. You'd think that that marks like a kind of change in momentum. But even losing the following, but making it costly and Carrigan making that call to take it with Tech 9s, it's resulted in an 8-3 half. We could be looking at a 9-3 half with all of that said.
فالن مرگش گفتش که چطور راسته فالن مرگش گفتش که تویست واقعا آیجیل خوبیه کریگان اوی 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 جزو زد اما نو نیوز
Vitality feel like they're under threat. The comms, if you're the A guys right now, you'd be hearing the B players just screaming that smokes, flashes, hey cheese, they're picking, and we hear him in the molly. So now they get a moment of respite, but that's where FaZe turn their attention to take this mid control. Rain making no secret of this. Nade down Spinks' pocket.
Gets away with his life.
Spinks. چقدر نیداشون خفن فیس کردن دهن این وایتالیتی رو سرویس کردن مون نید تحرک مزی موفق تو گرفتن اوپنینگ فرگ یه لحظه اثبات میکنه زایبو موفق‌تر توی این دوه خودی نشون میده متیو زایبو دو تا اسموک سمت سیتی آخر رو زمون شده
Yeah, but that's if you can get past SMG. Elevated was Flames, finds it with the MP9.
2-5 ای امان از این شاتایی که توی اسموک اینا دارن میزنن چه اتفاقی داره میفته اینجا بروکی رین وای 2-2 شد راند 5 ثانیه بیشتر زمان باقی نمونده و دارن میرن برای پلنت C4 بروکی رین در برابر اسپینکس و مزی چه اتفاقاتی افتاد توی این راند باور نکردنی بود که داریم الان 2-2 رو تماشا میکنیم حالا فیزکلن هنوز شانس داره که کار رو تمام کنه برای گان رو دیده این هم از نفر بعدی حتی باز میکنه رین وان تپ و فیز کلن موفق تو گرفتن امتیاز باور نکردنی اینو شاید علی شاید انرژی بکشه خب میریم برای
Ouch. That's a warning shot to RApTOR.
Yeah, and he's the only one defending it. Because FaZe decided to operate with a four-player B stack, so that's maybe a little bit of help to entice Vitality into looking for this finish.
وای جالبی که نمیاد. حالا ان شاءالله که کولر نسوخته باشه این بدترین اتفاق میتونه الان باشه. خب این برای ادامه کار 9-3 اپیزود دوم رابز در ابتدای کار همه بسیار سنگین اما موفق میشه فرک هم بزنه دن ایپکس اوه زدی ضربتی نوش کن چه خبره توی ایران مزی کنیگان دوبل کیل برای مزی موقعات تک به دو گرفتار شده داره برگرده عقب و اینجا فروزن موفق تر باز هم فیسلند باز هم امتیاز این بار پیستول راند دوم آرشو خیلی راحت میشه برای گرفتن اینفرنو
why didn't Mezzi just run to B? Because he saw Brokey and Frozen. Apex saw both of them down there, but of course they could have turned around. Right.
For sure.
So yeah, he did what he could with it. Triple kill from Mezzi, but as you said, this spells trouble for Vitality if they can't win this one.
Yeah, they've been able to get an AK in the hands of Zywoo, who's got head up behind it. So let's see if he can make a play. Even just so they can start warming into the series. They're going to go into their map choice of Dust 2 next, and they'll be a whole lot more comfortable. But to get blown out in a match for the arena. Vitality did make it to the Lanxess last year. Mezzi, the only one not part of this team. He would love to grace the Cologne stage. We've never seen Mr. Merriman out there, but everybody else in the server we have, and FaZe, they've even won it.
زایی بود. و خیلی سریع از اسمو که باشه استفاده کنه حرکت آغاز میشه به سمت بام سایت. لینز موفق‌تر. بروکی سعی داره بیاد عقب. دمیجی هم زد. ترک هم گرفت. نگران خط بویلره. باز هم میتونه ادامه بده کارش رو. آخر دمیجه بسیار سنگینی که داره رد و بدل میشه و وایتالیتی موفق هست توی گرفتن امتیاز. لحظاتی دیگر ایپکس فایتی داره با بروکی. زایگو از راه رسید. باز هم فرک برای
So everything's out. We
و
need to drop the AK, finds the opener, and essentially secures Vitality the round. They're fourth, just a 6-round game now. I say just. MR12, it's going to be quite quick to get back into things, and that's where the financial decisions of FaZe we're going to have to put under a microscope, just like we did with Vitality in the first half.
I mean, yeah, this is a replay so far of the first half as far as the rounds go.
مزی تو رمپ مرد.
FaZe with both pistols.
دهن ول سرویس با این آپدیت.
How brawly do we get?
I think that FaZe should invest, but not fully. They don't
like
have
a little
to.
bit of residual kind of
and
vibe.
then in the next they can get a P250 or whatever, and then they can actually have a full gun round. But what do I know?
Carragher disagrees, apparently.
Well, they think they can win it right here, right now. Their individuals have looked a whole lot better.
اسیر تکیکی آجمتیو شدن.
No flashes, none of that nonsense, just good old-fashioned smoke grenades.
It's all just going to come down to blocking and
حالا
hopefully
باید
forcing them
ببینیم
into
که
the stack.
کامبک میزنن.
Truckload of util throwing top banana, but that all seems like it was a bit of a ruse. It looked like Vitality wanted to start setting their sights on the A-bomb site. They've been blocked towards top mid, which has changed the plans again. It's being quite erratic with this. Brokey sounds off. 5-7 now noted.
آقا یه دونه پوینت جنگی گذاشتیم بگید کامبک میشه یا نه.
Oh, the other A smoke is on RApTOR, and he's in the side, so he will not be able to constrict middle whatsoever. They smoked off the long side.
Oh, RApTOR is under scrutiny.
Coming in fast.
Yeah, they are about to put a lot
پوزیشنی گرفته موفق هم هست RApTOR.
There you go.
هم شکار میشه و وایتالیتی رو میبینیم که داره بازی بر میگرده. این هم از امتیاز پنجم. شانس گرفتن امتیاز بعدی رو باید داره چرا که فیز کلم پول نداره.
Carrigan and Brokey that are the only difference makers going into the next round, where yeah, this one should be the save.
Winning a pistol doesn't seem to mean too much if you can't win that second.
But you look at both of the second round forces for Vitality, with the kills that they managed to get on the pistol rounds, they were able to, in the first one, drop Zaiwu an M4, and in the second, on the T side, drop him an AK. So you have a superstar, you've put the weapon in his hands, and he found the entries in both of those rounds. Top banana, he got a kill on the M4, and now wrapping around that arch side, he got the opening kill onto Rain. So that's the impact that you're looking for.
امتیاز پنجم برای وایتالیتی و اختلاف میرسه به 5
plays more direct in these early moments, which is where both of these teams can thrive if the players are all willing to put their bodies on the line. You know, swing, take the jewels, that you get a bit more of their individualism on play as opposed to the tactical side of, hey, let's throw this, let's throw that. But we've already had that conversation. Maybe we have to have another half where it's the same.
I'm afraid it might be the case. As you said, Dust 2, Vitality's pick. That will be our second Counter-Strike treat. See what they can do with what they have.
اما راند 16 هم 3 بازیکن خیلی سریع سکند مید به سمت ای پلس تغییر پوزیشن میدن. 2 بازیکن هم سمت بنا دارن بازی میکنن. وسط رو از عقب هول کردن. فروزن موفق تو گرفتن اوپنینگ فرانک. حرکت آغاز میشه به سمت بام سایت. سرعت کمی بالا. فلنکس موفق ترید انجام میشه توسط RApTOR که اسمکس خیلی سریع فرگ رو برمیگردونه. یه اسموک دیپ. کریگان میاد داخل. سعی داره یه سورپرایز بگیره که زایوو آماده تر اونجا حضور داشت و حالا بروکی و فروزن باز هم محکوم به سیو کردن گانهای خودشون هستن.
Might not be super attached to the foul mass.
No, I think he'd be more than happy to get rid of that, wouldn't he? But as far as the finances go, it's still starting to carry through. It'll help you out in the util department a little bit. But we come into this half, FaZe win the pistol, you think, all right, this one's going to be done quite quickly. Well, now it's just a 4-round game.
Welcome to MR12.
Yeah, and this is the thing. If FaZe buy, then they lose the round. And let's say they don't save an awful lot. We're going to be in a 2-round game, essentially. It can get away from you very quickly. Vitality know that. So not giving up hope after a tough first half, and a first half where they probably should have had an extra round or two. All right, well, we're about to see the first rifle round of the second half take shape, but we've had action non-stop. What's the opener look like for FaZe? It looks like Frozen will be tasked with just holding B on his own. 4 players starting over towards A for FaZe.
6 اختلاف میرسه به 4 امتیاز و با ایران فیز کردن رو شاهد هستیم. یه امتیاز مهم از دست دادیم. بازی چقدر داره نزدیک میشه. این راندو با وایتالیتی بگیره شانس کامبکش خیلی زیاد میشه.
Molly and go. Gonna walk through this. Okay, silent, but they're on their way.
Yeah, they're coming in.
Yes, Carrigan, they might be a bit too late on that smoke. Suddenly panicked, flustered, good flash.
کریگان مستقیم میاد بیرون. خود کریگان دابل کیل برای بازیکن، تریپل کیل برای آیجیل فیز کلن. کریگان فلیمز رنج بازی میکنه باش پشت ستون و سپینکس تک به 5 دمیج نزدن بازیکن وایتالیتی تو این راند. اینجا اسپینکس نفر براش چه کار میکنه تو ادامه فایت. دابل کیل برای این بازیکن.
The bomb is in a almost irretrievable position towards CT spawns. So the fact he's gotten 2 kills, that's great, but surely nothing more.
Yeah, I think the fun stops here, but Spinks has got 10 grand in the back. He might just keep having some fun.
یه نید دیگه کمی دمیج.
Bomb couldn't be more irretrievable if they tried.
سپینکس جوری لاک داون شده اینجا. سعی داره بره برای بریک. موفق هم هست.
I think FaZe might be getting a little uncomfortable now. As Spinks might actually get that bomb back in his hands. Ray's holding it. Yeah, cut to Carrigan.
Nice
After all of his hard work, he was starting to get a little nervous.
Yeah, well, that's almost the same that happened within the first half of play.
معجزه تراپیست دیگه.
The 3v4 situation, 3v5 situation of it was the B side, just giving away a lot of casualties in a round where you can start to establish your own economy. And your in-game leader does so much hard work. We'll catch that one again on the replay.
میگو کریگان دن سرویس و یو اول فاز.
The in-game leader locks down 3 in style. And then this is where the bomb gets dropped, and you think, okay, well, that should be it. Spinks has done a little bit of a dent. Brokey's been able to bring out the AWP.
That flash, the perfect demonstration of just how good it can look. How the God prefix was found. With utility.
Going through.
Oh, با فلاش. یکی فرار کرد.
Carrigan the same. Top banana gained.
کنترل بنانا در دستان وایتالیتی.
Save from the flame, Mezzi, and RApTOR.
Oh, RApTOR.
Missed shot from Brokey.
چقدر سریع موفق شد قبل از اینکه بزنش فرگ رو از آن خودش بکنه.
Between the sites. So there are going to be a lot of gaps.
Like a test over here, a test over there.
Frozen by Carrigan.
And contacting? They'll be ahead of this. Mezzi starts to run.
Oh, contact. کانتکت بی چه سنتی دارن میان داخل. مزی موفق 4-2 باید سیو بکنن. این و بروکی امکان نداره بیان جلو و حالا هانت هم داره انجام میشه. فلیمز به دنبال شکار.
Because in that previous round, hold up a sec, we might have Brokey either going down or getting a kill on his AWP. It's going to be
خب آمار اسنایپر رو حالا دارن یه چکی هم میزنه. بروکی سمت وسط فکر کنم اسپات کرده باشه.
That's the ramifications of giving away so many rifles to Spinks in the previous. Apex wants to remove it all, knowing that they can make their life a whole lot easier as part of this comeback. Okay, and now we can have a conversation. So they started 4A with Frozen blocking B, and one of the key ways they opened that previous rounds, which is where Carrigan rotated back and got the triple kill, is they flashed Rain forward for info middle, but started double apartments. Then as soon as Rain called mid clear, Carragher was like, all right, I'm immediately just going to go towards this B bomb site. So they had a good idea it was going to be quite direct out of Vitality. Okay. I know Yanko always likes to talk about Vitality. There's a difference with this team if they win pistol and how they're going to approach first gun rounds or if they lose it. I think the fact that they
دیسپلیشون زرد که نه زرد دیده میشه. دیجیتال وایبرنسشون چون بالاست.
They're going to take more of a risk as opposed to going straight into defaulting. Yanko can correct me.
به این زردی که فکر میکنی نیست. میبینی نیست.
We got Jacob Vinicky and Maniac.
Well, Yanko's been talking about that, like on the CT sides, if they win the pistol and get the conversions, their first gun round is going to be something a bit more aggressive and direct, whereas if they don't, they're going to play a bit more of a safer, a bit more of a standard approach.
Aggressive and direct looks good here.
No way. It's okay, it's okay. Yeah, it's good money.
ZywOo the motivator. It's okay. It is okay. Vitality 7.
11-7 نتیجه بازی تا راند 19 هم. بروکی تک اسنایپر رین تک رایفلر در کنار دو 5-7 و پی 50 کرگان و همگی AK به دست.
Can Vitality find a clean 8 there? Avoid this save AWP.
دوش بروکی قرار گرفته که کار سختی رو هم پیش رو داره.
They do look set on this B execute. Brokey and Carrigan have smokes to block.
Ooh, they're getting ahead of the play. It's a
fantastic flash from Carrigan. به همراه داشت سعی دارن یه میس بگیرن از بروکی. بروکی موفق توی گرفتن فرگ اول اسموک ها از راه میرسه فیز کلن. میشه گفت شانس گرفتن راندو داره مگه اینکه اسپینکس بامسایت خالی. نه 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 ای وای چه اشتباهی داره میکنه. فقط رین اینجاست. اگر پیداش کنن فاتحه. این خطاهاشو نگه داشته. اسموک از راه رسید و رین موفق. فکر کنم اسموک بزنتش اما نتونست این کار رو انجام بده. میرم برای پلنت بوم 2-4. رین اینجا فقط کافی زنده بمونه که چه اذیتی بتونه بکنه با این زنده موندنش. حتی باز میشه زایبو تا که رابز تک به 2 ایپکس ببینیم میتونه کاری ازش ببره یا نه. آمار نفر اول رو داره. خط باز میشه. رابز تایمینگ به نفع این بازیکن و موفق تیم فیز کلن توی گرفتن راند. آج رین کارو در آورد.
Still able to get his AK across in time onto Spinks, and that's the difference maker kill in my mind. This is great from Frozen. Shaw gets one, but it baits them forward. They think, okay, that's just the standard B defenders. Brokey grabs his, and Rops continues to do damage, getting both of these up to 18 kills. Great to see Rops with this level of form. All right, just one more round for FaZe now to pick up their map choice.
Okay.
12-7 مپ هم مپیه که توسط خود فیز کلن پیک شده. فیز کلن اینفرنو رو پیک کرده. ولی زایبو هد میزنه اونجا.
That's premeditated. ZywOo drops that one to give him a bit of a buffer to work around over towards Brooms. That's worked perfectly, and FaZe will have heard that, so they know they can't just peer on down for this banana control.
They find one that works. They find one that works wonderfully. Frozen brings down
چقدر ایزی زدن زایبو
quick to
رو.
find Carrigan, but he knows Frozen's not far behind him. Flames putting a lot into this. Got to be careful. He's trying to find info safely and does catch perhaps a glimpse of Robs. Rain still undetected.
Rain might clear
بدن بازی داره میکنه سمت وسط. مزی به سمت بامسا. اوی خطو باز کرد. رین یه همه ریزی زد. حالا فروزن تنهاست روی بامساد. او گردنشو قطع کرد مزی. و هم اسپینکس موفق توی شکار، توی فلنگ، توی لرک سنگین. بله حالا بازیکنان فیز کلن که میرن برای سیف کردن این M4 و سنایپ و دن ایپکس.
And those saved weapons were worth their weight in gold.
نزدیک میشه به بروکی. خطش هم رد کرده. اما نه.
There hasn't been a single round this half that FaZe haven't saved summon.
Apex didn't have that one.
Not yet. No.
Sphinx
No. In fact,
کماکان.
Broky's been doing great on the saves.
توی پلس حضور داره.
Well, they have worked back into this, haven't they, Vitality? Couple of rounds that they're going to be kicking themselves over. Nade's going to do some damage, but Brokey will retain the AWP and Rain
و دیگه نتونستن بیشتر از این هانت بکنن و ادامه بازی واسه وایتالیتی موفق توی گرفتن امتیاز و داره خودشون نزدیک میکنه به فیس کلن، اما هنوز راه درازی رو پیش رو داره.
Good work from Mezzi.
Yeah, real clean with it. Spinx's lurks have been looking successful as well. Something he's been criticized for. Not always being as active as perhaps his team need him to be. Well, keep an eye on that.
فیس کلن کماکان توی یک قدمی گرفتن اینفرنو.
Vitality lose a round, it doesn't matter, it's over. That's GG. But if FaZe lose this one,
یک بریک نتیجهش میشه شکار کریگان که توی ارتفاعات بنانانش بازی میکرد.
If you're Vitality, maybe you'll throw more at hunting those guns away, knowing just the ramifications. As you set up with a flash to clear out boiler and holes.
سرعت بازی رو کم میکنن بازیکنان وایتالیتی، نمیخوان بی دلیل ریسک و خطا بکنن. یک فلش مزی کنترل کامل بنانا در دستان وایتالیتی. فروزن تنها داره بازی میکنه رو بام سایت بی. استک 3 نفره بازیکنان فیس کلن داریم روی بام سایت A. حالا به همین جهت هم دارن بازی میکنن. آیتم های پیاپی 3 فرگ برای فیس کلن. مزی و اپکس اچ پی جالبی هم ندارن و اینجا بالاخره فیس کلن موفق میشه کار رو تموم بکنه و وایتالیتی توی مپ اول شکست بده.
And that's the reason that they start running Flamesy down on his own, because they know Spinx is on the lurk. So Brokey and Frozen want to isolate a 1-on-2 duel in their favor, and they can't do so. Crispy, Vitality pick up their first pistol.
Oh, Apex hit the cross.
The series, yeah, well, those nades, a little bit shy of the mark. I love the tenacity out of Spinx, the aggression, just runs them down before they can get back, and maybe, just maybe, we will start a half of this series without the second round force falling away from the pistol victors.
That might be nice.
Especially if you're a Vitality fan.
Tag onto Zywoo.
Needs another of those.
Yeah, not going to be able to find it, but Robs, he's done well to finish off.
Dink.
Onto Spinx. They've taken a lot of damage, but unfortunately with the equipment they have, Brokey and Rain probably going to look to save.
Yeah, 2 scouts, not the weapons for the retake, is it?
پیسوران
عظیمی going into the next round. The USPs can soften. Sorry, they can finish off the softened opponents. They can soften as well.
They can.
It normally goes scout tag into conversion, but the other way works too. We'll take either at the moment.
Sure, FaZe will. Vitality doing their due diligence, making sure they bring all the best goodies through.
Yeah, well, Apex in his signature scout found the opener, and now he's going up against 2 scouts in the next round, but he dropped it.
Yeah, maybe live to regret that, we'll see, but still.
میریم برای ادامه بازی توی مپ دوم داستویی که توسط وایتالیتی پیک شده.
So that's already, here it is. Bang! That's a beaut.
Yeah, I think we do need that. Deserves a slow-mo. Lovely headshot to Garrigan.
You miss every shot you don't take, Alex.
Bang, yeah. Wise man once said that. Isaac Newton, I think.
Yes.
داستوه و درگیری های سمت وسط.
I like his fluid.
بروکی رسکات
The light of fluid.
خط تاپ مید رو نگه داشته. اسمو پرتاب میشه. ایپکس سعی داره یه کارایی بکنه. وای وای که چقدر اذیت کردن بروکی رو. نه فقط رابس دوبل کیل برای این بازیکن.
And this has gone horribly wrong. Robs with a touch of aggression, using that 5-7 to deadly effect.
یه پیک سمت لانگ دوبل کیل برای مزی. 2-2 میکنه روند کار رو.
Robs finds the bomb, but this is uncomfortable. If he goes
مزی
any
این
further,
دهن
Mezi's
سرویس
pre-aim is
خط
brilliant, but
تیسمان رو نگه
Robs, he's one
داشته.
step ahead.
فز
Iwu spots Rain. Interesting.
یه لحظه
So there's an information that is not Robs. Robs is somewhere else.
سپات رو پیدا کرده. رابس هم اومده
And
پایین.
they've got 48 seconds to solve this together.
مزی فکر نمی کنم متوجه دراپ رابس شده باشه. کلن حواسش سمت تیسمان هست. صدا پاها رو میتونه بگیره. فول اچ پی رو شکار میکنه اول و حالا مزی تو منطقه تک به 2 باش به 13 و خود رابس رو اول فاز داجی. رابس عجیبان فایره. خدا
If Robs keeps up this form, we might even see him smiling soon.
سلامت باشی مسی. چطوری؟
He is in beast mode right now. Inferno, great impact in the early stages.
شلاق میزنه. شلاق تازیانه.
Shots to hit by any stretch of the imagination. Just a little headshot angle, sure, but RApTOR just annihilates them. He had a Tech 9 round early on in Inferno, now a 5-7 and scavenged AK round early on Dust 2. This is maybe what FaZe needs to pick up the series 2-0.
Mezi wants to go. Yeah,
flashes are there. Mezi's out.
Yeah, when you go for that opener that you just saw FaZe
باز
operate with,
کرده
it tends
اومده
to feel that maybe
بیرون.
long isn't that well fortified. Someone's going to throw you the doors smoke
یه
and then
بریک
maybe
که
jump up
نتیجه
short,
خاصی
throw
به
the
همراه
flashes, and
نداره.
then
بروکی آپگرید کرده روی
you can
AWP.
definitely feel that Long's a little bit weaker. So Vitality call the bluff and they get some key real estate. All the ruse, long corner smoke, nobody playing ahead of the FaZe. They will not have the information.
Apex testing Carrigan.
Apex کریگان در مقابلش هست. فایتو سریعتر اینگیج میکنه. بروکی نمیتونه شاتو لنز بکنه اما رین هم اونجا حضور داره زیر فشار سنگین. آیتم های پیاپی. این باز هم میتونه فرگ بزنه یا نه که زایبو متوقفش میکنه. مزی هم موفق سمت وسط و رابس تک به 3 که فرار میکنه برای سیو کردن AK و اجازه میدن که وایتالیتی امتیاز رو از آن خودشون دوباره اومد سمت گیر رو نگاه کن آخه.
Brokey missing a shot. He's in so much trouble at that point with the body swinging around the corner, and now Zaiwu is going to get that AWP to carry through. So,
sent you Dan? I used to play with Zaiwu.
I imagine that was from the scout round a little bit earlier in the piece.
Yeah, Zaiwu obviously an inspiration.
رابس از کجا خودش رو رسونده به کجا. ببین چقدر غیره این. چقدر غیره.
But that setup that FaZe found themselves in tells me they're expecting an all-in long. You wouldn't. It feels so claustrophobic with the setup they had because Carrigan wasn't playing forward for info. Rain was tucked in towards Gandalf in case they do cross and he could be a nuisance and then his AWP. So they were sinker to it being a long play.
And that little jiggle from Carrigan gave Apex all the information he needed. And that missed shot from Brokey, but also the fact that he's forward, he's not on the drop-down angle, that implies that they really had considered that there was maybe max one short.
Yeah, and if you wanted to search for info, you would have wanted to call your B players back over to help from middle. Right, short and mid.
چه کسی هم زدن. چه کسی هم زدن. ستون پنجم فیز افتاد.
Vitality again, and whenever they want them. I like a bit of risk on a round like this, and Carrigan does too. Pushing up towards the door side.
روکی سمت وسط.
So that's a gift for the CTs that remain elsewhere. Mezi responsible for housing this, but that will be a moment where he chooses to evacuate. We'll see if Carrigan can catch that timing in an influential manner. Rain's leaving A, though, as they crouch themselves out short. So this already reads like it might be a Vitality 4-3.
Shadow advantage. Boy, سمت لانگ این shadow advantage خیلی اوپی. اگر سیتی برسه جلو shadow advantage عجیبی داره. رین
Nice double tap,
Now the
double
round
ding.
اوه
Now
تو
it's
ادامه
very
کار
much on with
نزدیک بود یه
Sphinx
فرنگی هم بگیره اتفاق
Carrigan,
نیفتاد خط
oh,
باز
he
شده
had a little
زایو
bit of an opportunity to
ادوانتیج
peek around
های
the smoke
گراوند
as Zywoo on the AWP. An advantage, not interested in this one.
به خوبی از این ادوانتیج استفاده کرد زایو و باز هم امتیاز برای
FaZe to work back into that, but the fact that Vitality just contact out and keep it
Golden
so quiet
Hornets
means that that rotating player of Rain doesn't have the sound cues. If you're telegraphed in that position,
این رابس رو زدن ران گرفتنش جاسون شد.
you have to worry about players taking that long range duel, but
مانی دقت کردی به این موضوع
was to go for such a kind of ballsy walk.
رابس رو بزنیم راند رو بگیریم. استراتژی کل وایتالیتی همینه اسم رابس رو بزنید
FaZe are going to have to hedge
راند
on
رو
the B defenders.
بگیرید.
Vitality and FaZe are both aware that Rops holds the B bomb site, or at least I hope FaZe would be. And they're just, you know, putting their aim on display. They also had Zywoo's AWP to take a lot of those longer angles.
Yeah, they had a bit of util, molly ramp and go. Okay, well. This might be a humble FaZe buy. Of course, we do have those saves.
Yeah, I think because of where the loss
پلیرهای
bonus is
مورد
at the moment,
علاقه
they don't
بنده
need to force
در
buy
تصویر
behind this. They could just have light upgrades. Next round's going to be 2900. Make
فیلیپ
sure you
نیو
get a full buy next round as it's doing something that's a little bit more desperate right now. We take a look at the spawns on the CT side and see if there's any potential room for openers. Frozen has the best long spawn, so because he has one of these save guns, we might see him start A.
رابس اسم یکی از بازیکناشون خیلی کثیف بازی میکنه ملقب به رد.
With that rifle, we'll see. This is the Zywoo opener, just textbook stuff here. Look at this pre-aim, bang. Just a reaction speed test at that point. Carrigan's death. You can see a nice quick scope from Zywoo. Didn't get much chance.
زایو این مپو داره قشنگتر بازی میکنه نسبت به مپ قبلی فرگار نزدیکتره.
Saving for the full guns in the next.
Apex
is taking his spawn, but it doesn't look like Carrigan or Frozen are going to be having a look. Broky's even been tagged on the cross everywhere.
جدالی سمت وسط کلا داره جانباز میگیره وایتالیتی.
Let's smoke the long cross.
بروکی این بار تغییر جهت به سمت پیت. وای این فیلیک اگه لمز میشد شاید صحنه جذابی بودیم. این مزی اسموکی انداخت همون اسموکی که دیشب تو استریم بهتون یاد دادم. کسایی که تو استریم دیشب بودن این اسموکو یاد گرفتن.
Apex is actually just going to walk across. I was going to say you can molly side, you can molly short, you can
Apex رد شد کرده. Apex اومد بالا کریگان. Oh
and I found the AWP as well. It's all working out wonderfully. Frozen, nothing connects on a full magazine. Spam through that smoke. Yeah, for Brokey and Frozen, the objective changes.
Yeah, but there's a problem, isn't there? Look who's already in that B bomb site.
Liquid زد.
Oh, but Brokey's aware. Well aware.
Yeah, no more problems. Should be able to retain these yet again.
And there's a rifle on B to be saved. Get your ass over here, boys. There's a freebie. Rops has already picked it up. Rain, the only one that's yet to retrieve. Might stick around, try and punish on the way out the door.
I want to have a bit of a conversation about the CT setup of FaZe and why there is more autonomy put on Rain as one of the keys, and it's Frozen or Rops, I would say. Carrigan is the long anchor, which is not a glamorous position. Understandable why you'd put him there. Like, as long as you establish it on control early, you can leave him and he should be good for one, essentially, if they try and breach late. It's not about him holding that spot. It's about the information being the most difficult to garner where he is. So it's up to his teammates. Your AWP is obviously going to be here, there, and everywhere. You're rotating Rifler of Rain as well, right? Do I need to rotate back to help the mid to B? Are we going to posture short, right? It's up to them to call their positions in the round because,
وای وسط هر راند یکی داره یه تیری میخوره دهنشون سرویس شد سمت وسط.
So look at the setup now. You can see Brokey's worried about short already because the B players have no eyes on mid. Rain now rotating back to help deal with CT spawn.
A flash. And then the smoke.
So this is so much pressure because Rain has to help the mid to B, especially considering Frozen being tagged.
There's a lot of advantage for Vitality right off the rip. So much control, so much fear in their opponents. FaZe kind of are already on the back foot.
خط شورت رو بروکی از سمت کار
So just being diligent there, making sure that Brokey's not on that 50 line with the
نگهداشت
AWP.
فیلمز که میاد
Ollie
جلوتر.
off with the
کریگان
flash
هم
combo.
تغییر پوزیشن
Flamesy
میده به
has
سمت
short
بام
control.
سایت.
Right now you've played with the mid to B idea, now you're playing with the short execute idea, and the extremity players of Frozen and Carrigan are calling sector clear, but at any moment there could be a pop in their face as well. So Vitality
این
have done a good job
زایوو
of
قشنگ اون
masking this.
خطی که برای وسط میذاره اسپشیالیسته. آیا اسموکی این بود دیشب کلی دنبالش میگشتیم. باز میشه سمت وسط. ری ناموفق. فلیمز سعی داره فرگ بعدی و از آن خودش بکنه. کمی دیر. مسی موفق. همینطور اسپینکس 2-4 یه خالی در دستان وایتالیتی و باز هم تا ثانیه های دیگر امتیاز ششم رو خواهیم دید برای زنبورای طلایی.
One or two players go and lock down long. You can have one player jump up short. You can use the best spawn to go in towards lower dark. I know that the AWP is quite scary right now, but if you drop a smoke just a little bit through the doors, the AWP actually can't see you run in. And then just the idea of that threat will change the outcome of some of these rounds. Unless Vitality go, all right, we got some good spawns, let's just all in. And then that's going to remove you slowing down the default spread or being more annoying. Because FaZe are playing their CT setups pretty standard right now. And the 2-3 split, there's a big gap. They're not fighting before the map control is established. Vitality are getting what they want. And also, the fear factor of a good AWPer on the other side of the server is so key on a map like Dust 2. If you don't think that you can be a little bit more cheeky with some of your swings once they've got that short control, mid control established, if once they get the AWP into pit, you're never really going to reswing because you know he's got the sight line or the smoke covered off. And right now, Vitality are making them pay even on the door crosses, and they're using smoke. So FaZe are going to be thinking, what the hell do we have to do?
Well, I think they found an idea.
Double AWP setup. All right, boys.
Okay. And long seems to be the port of call.
Well, they're boosting over the mid smoke. It's not going to matter.
3 members of FaZe here. And already Flames makes it 2. Rain down, empty-handed. The flashes are good, but not looking. Carrigan goes down as well. Only 1 remains. 2 casualties in the opening 20 seconds. Not the full lineup for the car molly, so Brokey still has vision. He's actually bravely sticking around on car. Oh, okay, wow, smoke spam. This molly will get awkward. Yeah, Brokey, you're a dead man. Oh, he tries to turn around on it. Wise to the fact they'd swing with the flash, but still doesn't manage to find much. Frozen spotted out now, the tip of his head there. Rops fires off an AWP shot from short. They know where you both are. Apex is actually going to pivot. He dips towards CT. And he's going to hunt you down. You're not ready for this angle, Rob.
Naughty.
Apex is being very cheeky. Complete jump scare for Frozen. He's whiffed it. He's whiffed it, but the idea was great.
Spinks' lurk's done it.
But, yeah, Spinks lurks in nicely. Again, I mean, he's just become a real problem for FaZe Clan on Inferno and here into Dust 2. Apex can't seem to mantle it up perfectly.
Oh, dear. Well, the call was great, wasn't it?
That's what I'm saying, you know? I'll give him a full double thumbs up for the idea. Not perhaps the execution, but rounds around.
Free fall on this CT side, aren't they? Flamesy jumping out, head down to dodge the flashes, peers up, still blind, but has the crosshair in the right place. Good punish on Brokey trying to get away, and the lurk, in case there was any dramas, was the knockout blow.
Frozen's thinking about some aggression, but Zywoo's here, folks. Good God. I mean, he's another name in that conversation.
Oh, yeah, refresh.
It's always a joy, as anyone who enjoys watching Counter-Strike played at the highest level. The world's best.
خب برمیگردیم به بازی 9 راند تا اینجای کار گذشته که وایتالیتی 7 امتیاز تونسته از آن خودش بکنه.
They are just being spanked live on national television.
And FaZe not fans of that. It's funny, you know, Dust 2, we describe it as a bit of an aimer's paradise, and real strong aimers on this roster, but Vitality are just making them look foolish here. Red faces. Red cheeks.
نه پردیکشن سر جاشه.
What you got for us, Rain? Would need to hit the first one cleanly, and he can't even do that.
خب رین شات میزنه کریگان ببینیم میشه بیشتر از یه فرک بزنه یا نه اتفاق نمیفته.
Would have had to be perfect. Instead, yeah, Brokey and Robs
داره میتازونه وایتالیتی توی مپ. این هم از بلند C4 رو
He needs to insert himself into the game though.
Right.
Brokies James دادش.
I felt like, oh my god, okay, so this AWP has been in every part of the map in the first 30 seconds. He's been at the top of mid, he's on ramp, he's on fighting suicide, he's on long, he's everywhere. So I suppose it's up to Brokey to do that in terms of insert himself. Is that what you're implying?
Yeah, look, obviously some of the setups need to facilitate that. Right now, at the start of the round, unless you have like the long spawn, you're not going for the corner pick, more facilitating the players. I also think the fact that you have Robs and Frozen as your B players.
بروکی در حال سیو کردن AWP برای
rotating rifler. I think he's going to be great at it. I would love to have someone who's willing to take a few more risks into the tunnels. I already mentioned that, but I would love to see a little bit more of that coordinated play. Maybe, look, these guys know a million times better than I do what's going on. There's obviously a reason they don't want to operate in that fashion, but if you lose long in a round, I would love to see them. That round where Carrigan was then short and they lost long, right? I would love to see them push up the tunnels for some information.
Right,
or
just confirm it.
Collapsed on middle with Carrigan to have info or group fight on middle. One of the two. Right, try, don't just sit and hold your sides. Let's try and make something happen here. We're playing the
tactical timeout برای فیز کردن. اختلاف
Frozen tried to get low in the previous round. Zywoo just completely denied it. Here it is. Bang. Nice try. NT in the chat.
How many openings you got now? 3? Oh no, wait, one of them was a tag. It might be 3 though. Could have had it elsewhere.
زایوو این مپ روشنه. خدا به خیر کنه آج.
Anubis the third, should we need it? Looking increasingly likely. Not this time. Zywoo does not do any damage in the first 5 seconds.
دیدن وسط رو نمیتونن رد کنن با اسموک دارن میرن. هاشمیه فامیلیش. آی هاشمیه.
In long. You know the CTs have no info long.
هاشمی رو میخواستم تو هاشمی هستی.
To call the finish. You're already aware. You kind of have to make an informed decision based on what you think the CTs do know.
Well, and this is it. What are FaZe going to do? Are they actually going to try and take some space back together, or are they just going to... What are we doing here, Apex? Are we looking at notes?
Looking at
I'm going to... Hold on a second. Is he looking at notes?
Apex?
He is still there, just staring at the
Apex داره جزوه رو چک میکنه. What the fuck?
on his brain.
He's not looking at notes.
No, he's just having a conversation.
کلاش مناش شده.
Okay, MC's just been... A pixel line mid. Thanks, MC. We're too busy thinking he was actually...
Oh.
Yeah, okay. Well, there you go. MC, thank God he's here. What would we do without him?
Such a legend is MC. He knows everything.
Thought his mouse was plugging in a new mouse or something.
Okay, what are we doing here? You've
kind
of done nothing actually with all that long control. You've just cut noise and waited. I will say there's a lot of nades to be pro, so this is very intense 30 seconds for the CTs.
یه ذره زیاد داره.
Like they want to keep the people on B planted. Rob's bought an org for this angle.
از ران تایم استفاده میکنه Apex.
20 seconds. They're giving FaZe a chance, aren't they?
I'm not sure what the plan is.
Robs روی آگ.
Here comes the BU.
مولی فلش. حالا خط باز میشه. رابس نزدیک بود کوادو بگیره. این اتفاق نیفتاد ولی چه دمیجی. تایم هم نیست. تایم نیست. رین. یا علی خطا حالا باز میشه و بله فیز کردن موفق گرفتن امتیاز. اسمیت نباید بمیره حداقل. سر خوندن جزوه من اسم میکنم وایتالیتی راندو داد.
The Banky Boo.
That's not a thing. I stopped myself. I don't know what the Banky Boo is.
Hell.
Who am I?
I'm not sure.
No, neither do I. We know no one really knows who they are, really.
That's what life's all about.
Yeah. You just invent yourself, don't you?
What happened with the cross of the bomb? Were they waiting for the door smoke to puff up before they crossed, or did Sphinx not know that he had the bomb? Or here we go. Oh.
Oh, spotted. Flames.
There's short. And there's
spotted Valley Rain.
Rain just sets himself up for success there.
That's what I'm talking about.
There's what Chad wanted to see. And it's the knowledge is there that there is a CT in lowers. You don't know that Frozen's right around this corner. Apex could go down here if Frozen has a look, but Sphinx is covering. Oh, Frozen timing everything. Now he might have a look. And he gets the
شده Frozen. کمی دیر از راه رسید اما خوب کارسازی کرد. نیدی و پق آخیش.
It looked like it did. Fully catapulted out of him. Good shot from Mezzi, but that's short-lived success as the AWP closes it down.
قشنگ بود ولی زود گذر.
I can't believe it. All right, we'll have the inertia with him.
He must have been running at full pace.
Well, you were snatch 4, weren't you?
Does the bomb come out of your face or your body when you die? That's a bit of a philosophical one for you.
You get in the Valve DMs.
MC.
درخواست اولین وقت صورت فنی برای وایتالیتی
Spit out when you
گرفته
die.
شده و چهره زیبا و جانگداز ایکستاز رو مشاهده می‌کنید.
Playing towards lower, playing from short, getting in their face, not just allowing them to have the full map control. Rain with the opener. Frozen chiming in, there it is.
It worked. Shocked.
Zoe, you just missed the Olympics, mate.
Nasty little jump scare.
Knows exactly how that one unfolded. All right, well, final round of the half. AWP out for Zywoo.
I'm sure Flames would have seen it and said it, but it's easy, 30 seconds later, running out. Oh, there we are.
بازم زد تو اسموک وال بنگ زد به یورو. بابا این دروغ زایبو سمت وسط آجی چطور ممکن آخه؟
Well, I don't think that incendiary has done anything of value. Spinks not cleared out of his angle. If anything, it might do him a favor if he sticks around long enough.
But look at this stack. This is Carrigan and Co. Expecting it to be a B finish.
I thought he was going to stick around. Never mind. He just takes the fight. Robs is dead. He had the scope.
It will be a B finish.
این بار کمی سریع‌تر. آیتما پرتاب میشه. وسط کسی نرفت اصلا. کلن اومدن سمت بام سایت بی 2 تا بازیکن هم اینجا حضور دارن. با فلش می‌کنم اسپات کرده باشه. خطا حالا باز میشه. فروزن دابل کیل اسپری کنترل بسیار عالی تو ادامه کار اسپینکس. موفق میشه کارشو تمام کنه اما رین اونجا حضور داره. زایبو چه شاتی بلند میکنه کریگان سمت وسط موفق توی گرفتن فلیمز. حالا 2-2 فول اچ پی در برابر زایبو و اسفینکس. روکی و کریگان کارشون کمی سخته. اسپریت میشن جدا میشن از همدیگه دارن میان برای امتحان کردن.
Well, maybe it's intentional.
از قصد این اسمو داد یعنی این کریگان آهسته با پیوسته بنوش چای خجسته داره میاد بیرون. فریز فرای زایبون نفر اول چه کار میکنه تو ادامه کار هدشات انگل تیرش تموم شد اگه اشتباه نکنه. خب میریم برای ادامه کار. پیستون راند دوم 8-4 نتیجه بازی تا به اینجای کار به سود وایتالیتی. نتیجه خوبی هست برای این تیم و فیز کلن به شدت به پیستوراند نیاز داره. بحکو تخفیف هم که گذاشت و اسنپ 50% تخفیف اسنپ. این خودت کار میکنه. اگه کار میکنه که من همین الان اعمالش کنم. چقدر سریع وایتالیتی در هم کوبیده شد توی پیستوران. خطو باز میکنه. ایپکس سورپرایز. هلو مزی به نازم به این پی تو که این کاره نیستی بابا. این کار پی تو که گاونر میخواد و مردی کهن. چی بپوشیم؟ فعال کردن موقعیت مکانی. ای امان از این مکان.
Yeah, just cracking it open. Cracking open that can. Then you can have some. I don't know what the noodle name is.
Knorr.
That's the one.
Yep.
Oh, they haven't forced. Okay.
Well, what happens now then? Statistics.
They run up middle and take.
Where the bloody hell?
They take. What do you reckon that is? 400 damage.
400 around there.
But at least the round's quick.
Yeah, and they died to Glocks and Galil. So.
All right. Well, that means we
اسکم نباشین خود تخفیف تا اول.
Just a 2-round game. If FaZe can win this, maybe they can tie things up 8-8. And yeah, you mentioned it, the Lanxess. This game is a big one. We know who they will play if they lose this series. It'll be Falcons. And there's a lower bracket ahead with
اینجا گرما ما رو داره پاره میکنه. من نمیدونم تو اهواز چجوری زندگی میکنین اصلا. اینجا اصلا اینجوریه که یه رب میری بیرون برمیگردی حالت بده. و تخفیف اسکم بود.
So his AWP has been a bit of a threat on that T side, peppering them through the doors, if not finding opening picks. And RApTOR going to walk into Spinks.
سلام عزیزم سلام.
A free kill. And to give away.
فرارم کرد اسپینکس.
That's the cost of playing Counter-Strike.
ول پلت کریگان خیمه سنگین
Frozen's a dead man.
Okay,
Wow, you can see
Zaibu.
there was a very small window of opportunity for Zaibu to find that kill.
آخ آخ و رین تک و تنها غمگین رسوا عاشق این شبها رین
Yeah, he
او
gets a plant here. He's got 2 kills. I said
درگاه رو
plant.
گرفت
Maybe Zaibu jumping USP. Yep,
سلطان
indeed,
زایبو
just like that. Denies the plant, secures the round. It's 9-6. Nice attempt from Rain, all things considered.
Yeah, hugely important that he denies the plant because even with the defuse
زندگی
coming through,
نمی‌کنیم،
it still would
زندگی ما
have
رو
600
آره.
bucks. Frozen could have an AK instead of a Galil. Rain
منش
could
کن
have had a Galil
اصلا
instead of
اسکم
a
کی بود
Mac 10
داده
or a
بود یاره
Deagle.
تو بودی داده
It's Rain,
بودی
so
یاره
he's
ما
gone
رو
for a Deagle.
اسکم
He needs that util. I
میکنی
was watching him buy. I
مردی
was like, Rain, come on now. I know you want the rifle, but you need the nades.
Yeah, he does.
So 600 bucks would have made a big difference. Good denial from Zaiwu.
There we go, and now Spinks gets across. They throw the lamp smoke to get across. Pole smoke? What do I call
9-6
that?
نتیجه بازی تا به اینجای کار ادوانتج در دستان وایتالیتی
Going out long.
Flames ready to receive.
آیتما پرتاب میشه سعی دارن کنترل لانگ رو بگیرن فیس گرنی و موفق هم هستند
Gonna reposition.
Pit cold clear. Now they could use long as the
زایبو
staging area.
سمت
They still have
وسط
smoke and
کریگان پشت
flashes
اسموک
to
کنترل
work
لانگ
with.
در
The Molotov as
دستان
well to clear that
فیز
car. Short reaggress into Rops and Rain.
او دوباره دارن میرن سمت شورت جایی که رابس اونجا حضور داره یه فلش تر و تمیز رین دوبل کیل برای بازیکنه که ریکاور میکنه اما ایپکس اجازه بهش نمیده فرک سوم رو بگیره زایبو تو اسموک سعی در کارسازی فایت سنگین هم از ایپکس زایبو کمی آمده جلوتر اما ریسک سنگینی است
feel like they were already accepting that this is the FaZe rounds, or FaZe's 7th, backing away.
Rain's got 5 kills in the last 2 rounds, and he's only got 9 in total.
یه
So
سال
he's
دیگه
come to play on the T
پیگیری
side.
میشه
Hey,
تازه
you deny my plant? You force me to only have a deagle? Well, I'll get a double kill and win the round anyway.
See if Frozen can get himself something a little bit juicier than that Galil to carry through to the next, because it looks like we will be locking horns down the stretch of Dust 2.
Apex 4-on-1 in opening duels. Damn.
Yeah, he had that round where he ran out long and chased them down in the long corner fight. He had the scout when they were crossing middle.
I don't know how you do that, Chad. It's like you're watching the game or something.
Sometimes.
It's crazy.
Sometimes I'm reading Twitch chat, other times I'm watching the game. You can never do both at once.
Unless you overlaid it over the...
Rush has gone with the observing now, right? So he does big map, but he has now got a small screen of the game on the same monitor.
I saw that POV. It does look very cool.
He says it's helpful.
I believe it.
They won't be forcing behind the retained guns. Let's see what they can get out of Mezzi's rifle and Zaiwu's AWP. And look how confident he is. How many times do you see old mate Brokey take that fight?
Yeah, just stands
یه
ready to
که
bang.
ایکس باکس
Middle smoke's on its way.
وسطه
We'll have to respect the smoke, but does hear the audible steps of Carrigan.
این همه لاین اپ گرفت اسمو که وسط تو
I
بندازه
like this from Mezzi. So he's not fully committed. Well, he is fully committed, but he hasn't just gone all in. He's ready to activate based off the information that his teammate's going to relay to him. Flash around the corner. Nate does some damage. Singe of the flames. Carrigan and Rain pretty low.
زایبو سمت وسط هم سیتی هم ترور سمت وسط در حال اذیت و آزار فیز گرانی ها
maneuvering back off Cat. FaZe do seem to be retooling for the B finish. This is where Mezzi's going to be tested in this angle. He's sticking around.
مزی پرپلو زایبو موفق آخیش گردن مزی قطع شد آنلاکی چه پوزیشنی بود مزی گرفته بود کی بهش گفته بود این پوزیشن قراره جواب بده زایبو دمیجی خورد از فایر
Robs.
Oh, I love it. I love it. He's had to make this play.
صدا رو گرفته رابس the rat
It got really awkward. And it's still good with Flames on a USP. How is this happening? Oh, Robs needs it, gets it, but still it's 1v1.
20 seconds.
Oh, catastrophe.
او 20 ثانیه مثلا بیشتر زمان باقی نمونده رابس در برای ایپکس. رابس سعی داره سرعت رو ببره بالاتر. ایپکس دیگه اونجا حضور داره. وای من، وای من، وای من. دو، یک.
That's a massive vitality round. Apex leading by example with impact.
He was just on a roller coaster of emotions with Apex right there because he made a mare of it, made an absolute meal of it. 5, 4, 3, 2. He knows the fight's coming and hit the steps and wins it with the CZ75. Lets out a sigh of relief. Then the cheer because he knows they've done it with 2 saved rifles.
I love that he stuck around in that angle. Catches Rops because he knows he's going to have to be moving. Catches him in transition, catches him holding W, does significant damage, pieces out those times against him, and that lovely finish on the low HP.
Yeah, look, he should have won it there and then. The play at that point was perfect, just the aim maybe missing a little bit. But that is stalled out FaZe, getting themselves back into this game.
Just took every advantage he had. Every single one. I can't believe that's gone wrong for FaZe. Flames getting a full kill with a USP long push.
Yeah, well, that was the nade damage that came in towards short because Rain and Karrigan were both softened up.
Yeah, it did look a bit easy.
All in long.
Long? Yeah, okay, interesting.
اون 18 آیتم های پیاپی رابس به سرعت سعی داره بیاد بیرون. موفق هم هست. فشار سنگین رین توی فلش. فول فلش.
That's insane that he's pushed through the
زایگو خط جامپ پیت رو نگه داشته. اگر چه دارد آی نتونه تیشو لند کنه. از زایگو باید
So what's the response of Vitality? Zyro can post up top site. They've just smoked
همه نایفایی که کیزانده بلوجمه.
Sees nothing. So they've tucked in towards pit passively. I like this from Apex. In fact, he's gone over towards Car. If they do decide to trundle up long late, he might go overlooked. Rain's gone all the way around the world back towards B. He can call the flash towards upper tunnels, but he's got support on the way. So they've parked Rops in pit, the rest of the crew to join Rain.
He's gone full rotation.
Yeah, it's about time here.
Well, they could smoke window and doors. They have 2 smokes to make this possible.
از وی کنترل با امسال لحاظه داره. زایوو موفق تو شکار رابس. جاسوس رو زدن. سپینکس هم آمده روی بام سایت. باز شده. دو بازیکن در کنار هم. بیشتر فرگ میزنن یا نه اتفاق نمیفته. زایوو
Frozen going to try and plant Brokey to provide some cover. Looking at that window, Zyro considering it.
موریه یه ذره فیل شد. 2 قدم اینورتر میافتاد. فروزن رو گرفته بود.
Frozen tip of the head spotted. 10 left in the mag. Brokey onto Apex. It's only Zyro here.
پیاپی بروکی و فروزن موفق توی
necessary round for FaZe.
Damn, it looked like the rotation was on point for Vitality, didn't it? And they were all exactly where they wanted them.
اسیران هنوز تسلیم نشده.
But unable to multi-kill. Now that trade game, Vitality, they lose the side after getting this kill back. Rops has a look. Zyro hits the shot. Brokey and Frozen, they pull home a big round. So back and forth we go again. Now it's Vitality. Look, this has been a war of attrition as far as the finances. Neither team really able to establish these full buys or patterns where the saving is allowed more often than not gun rounds. You see it here in the
اما ادامه کار. زایوو این بار اگریسیو. تاپ مید دروپس. یه لحظه اومد که بیاد جلو اما دیپ خطو باز نکردن. آهسته و پیوسته. موفق توی شکار مزی.
Bit of a Ned Flanders moment. God damn that sexy Karrigan.
I'm always visualizing Homer's dad, whatever his name is, shaking his fist at the clouds. We all know.
I don't know his actual name.
We do. It's Abe.
It is Abe. Abe?
Oh, Abe Simpson.
Yeah. But I think they just call him Grandpa, don't they?
Yeah, but I've never met an Abe.
چه حرکت اسموثی زد.
Oh yeah? Okay.
Fast and Furiousy بود حرکت دوربین.
I would believe so.
Oh, so yeah, maybe a bit of an oldie but a goldie. 5 alive. A second bite of the cherry for Vitality into the next.
Yeah, but that's for FaZe to tie it up.
It's a sour cherry.
And then the next round's only the 2,400 loss bonus. So if we start doing a bit of mathematics, Alex, your strong suit, get that calculator out that you are never going to carry around in your pocket. 2,400 plus whatever the totals they have right now, that's not going to equate to an AWP for ZywOo. So unless they get a couple of kills.
Yeah, well, he's certainly capable of doing that. Oh, they fumbled the boost. They just wanted to spot that lower push, and what cognizant that, yeah, nice. They're going to try it. That's a good catch from Brokey. He's having a bit of a resurgence in the second half, starting to
دیگه فقط خط لوه رو نگه می‌داره. قشنگ بود. خوشم اومد. یه شات دیگه زایوو هم ساق پاشو شکوندن. رین خط رو نگه داشته که اجازه فرار رو بهش نده. چقدر قشنگ بازی کرد تا به اینجای کار فیس کلن. این هم از سرعه بعدی ایپکس زمین رو گاز میزنه و فیس کلن توی یه قدمی تکمیل کامبک. فیس کلن میتونه مپ دوم رو به سود خودش به اتمام برسونه یا خیر.
Time and time again making these grand finals. Then as the season continued, they petered out. And everyone loves a good peter out. But for them, it was starting to look a little bit worrying. And then you come into this half of 2024 and, whoa, it's okay, what's going on with FaZe? The players aren't clicking, their approach to the game. Is there internal problems? What's going on? Why isn't it working with this Frozen edition as good as it was with Twists?
I imagine when you get so close to lifting a
trophy and then just kind of repeatedly miss out, I'm sure you آمار جفت بازیکنان فکر کنم داشته باشن. سیپور باید بره سریعتر برای پلنت.
Because you're so close, that means you're playing the most amount of maps in the tournament because you're going the distance into all these grand finals. And then, yeah, the apathy of not picking up the victory, so close but so far. And then the problem was more when we came out of the break. We said, okay, they've had a break. They've had a rest. We should see the best out of FaZe. We had EWC, we had the Blast groups, which, yeah, was ugly. That's really where warning bells started to go off. And there was concern, not just from the community standpoint or the pundit standpoint, but the tweets that came out from FaZe after they lost that event. Right, that was worrying. So from the likes of I think it was Frozen, Carrigan, and RApTOR put out these tweets like we're playing bad right now, and it was quite concerning. Oh dear, what is going on with FaZe? They come into stage 2. They beat Liquid, who were one of these teams with a lot of hype around them, alongside G2 with the honeymoon form coming out of the break. And now versus Vitality, they've tied things up 10-10. Map number 2, a strong showing on Inferno, and just 3 rounds away from locking themselves in for the Lanxess Arena to return since their victory in an absolute epic from 2022.
Oof. FaZe Na'Vi final 2024.
So we got the AWP. Flamesy dropped it for him. Thanks, Flamesy. You have no utility now.
بازم بروکی اومده بود همون خط وسط رو نگه داره دیدین؟ ولی بدون بوست.
Can it be the difference maker?
فلیمز هم اگریسیو شده سمت شورت. خط لو رو نگه داشته. اسپینکس این بار موفق تر. رین میرسه برای ترید 4-4. یه نید نیمی از هیلز پوینت زایوو رو ازش میگیرن.
So a wise choice from Flamesy, just accepts the equalizing frag. Plenty of time in this round. Bomb still at the top of middle. And the power of an AWP in this position is that those players that committed towards B, you have to get past the Brokey scope if you want to get back towards A. He will likely stay here for as long as he can.
The thing is, they can't really play connected Vitality. You can't like crunch down to middle. They're searching long and they're just going to hover towards mid and B. So they take the space back towards long and they can run more of a traditional setup where they leave
حرکت به سمت بام سایت A هست جایی که
both individuals back, so they feel confident that it won't be long.
زایوو حضور دارن.
خطرناک. Really does. Using the angle for the cross.
میرفت که حالا به هم میگرده عقب. فلیز موفق توی گرفتن فرنگ. زایوو کارسازی میکنه. فرنگ پیاپی نمیتونه بروکی شاتو لنز بکنه و بله وایتالیتی بالاخره موفق میشه امتیاز بگیره. جهت اشتباهی رو انتخاب میکنه فیز کلن و همین لانگی هجوم شاید دیر اومد.
Like the devil in the details with Counter-Strike. Just enough money to make this all possible. And ZywOo goes on and gets 2 huge kills with the defend and puts Vitality up to 11. They're going out long.
Selfless Flamesy.
این بار به سمت لانگ حرکت سریع فروزن اومده جلو سعی داره فرگ بگیره موفق نیست ایپکس بر میگرده عقب زایگو رو در کنار خودش داره که سرعت رو کم میکنه.
Having Spinks already towards lower, this does really assist if they want to play towards short.
از ما فکر کنم فلیمز کنارش بود.
Zywoo overseeing mid with the AWP. Apex can connect with the two of them.
سرعت بازی رو حالا میارن پایین 4 بازیکن سمت لانگ.
Still has a smoke, HE flash and the incendiary. Smoke. Smokes for Spinks and Flamesy and Zywoo with some nades as well. And I think that's really key because if FaZe just do a Na'Vi, which classically just sit here, chill for a while, and then eventually go for this A play, they have a lot of util to slow it down or blow open these smoke walls.
So Rain's throwing the door smoke for them. Oh,
Zywoo
with the HE clears it, hits it.
موفق Spinks فرگ بعدی.
Well, now you know where it is, and the Apex still has all those nades to work with.
Yeah, and now they'll just throw a nice defensive smoke. A good angle from Flamesy finds it.
چه بلایی سر فیز اومد تو این ران. چه بلایی کریبان باش بی یک اجازه هیچ کاری رو بهش نمیدن و رین تک به 5. نفر اول رو شکار میکنه رین.
Nothing left in the bank balance. 1900 next round. Rain
probably نداره 15 ثانیه زمان بیشتر باقی.
Looks like he's being allowed
نمونده.
Hard work's been done by Vitality.
Yeah, for real. 12 secured. They want to secure the Lanxess today. Secure Messi, his first trip to the Lanxess arena. The only player who has yet to experience and taste what the Lanxess has to offer. Top 8 at IEM Cologne is an achievement in itself for every player. Not there yet.
اگر کسی دیشب تو استریم ما می بود اینم من گفتم وسط اسموک بشه سیتی میتونه بریکش کنه همین این تو استریم اون چیزایی میگیم که جای گیرتون نمیاد.
Well, I love that setup from Vitality in the last. And that might be enough to tip them over the line.
Spinks aggressive سمت
So that's a bit of a team flash right there.
Gets away unscathed. It's all good.
آپر تانل زایگو باز هم آماده میشه برای بریک. اما اگه رو اسکوپ اول بود شاید میتونست فرگ رو هم بگیره زایگو. رو اسکوپ دوم بود داشت تاپ مید رو نگاه میکرد. سپینکس اومده بود که فرگ رو برگردونه موفق انجام میکنه نشد. کریگان
Rob's already in CT, so their rotations are
completely nullified. There is nothing
for them to do. They can't really contest this. The bomb will be slowly escorted in. They're concerned, understandably, that there are still bodies fighting from alongside, but little do they know.
بازی میکنه 3 به 5. میخوان فول برن برای سیف کردن گانهای خودشون برای راند بعدی.
Have a big conversation about how you're going to proceed going into the next. See how badly RApTOR wanted to get the AK into his hands, is just operating with Kevlar, and that's a massive kill for him to get taking on the AWP head to head. If they can find a rifle for Brokey, it's going to feel bloody beautiful going into round number 24.
Hello اشکان چطوری؟ مرسی باز فالو خوش اومدی.
Restricted. Whether he wants to go looking or not is the question. He might find Flamesy. Heard all that only.
Yeah, that's that would have been nice.
عجب دوئلی بود آجی. what
His AWP.
Been a nice back and forth battle.
12-11 اوورتایم داریم یا جی جی.
The fact that FaZe are matching that output, see if they can match it in perfectly and force overtime.
راند آخر نیمه دوم.
Perfect moment, have they? Tactical timeout number 3 from Vitality. Xtaz an opportunity to prove his worth. What contributions does he have? What is the change for Vitality? How do they look to open?
اخبار CS2 چنل تلگراممون.
G2 and Astralis are in the building, setting up. We'll see if they have to be waiting a whole other map.
Elimination on the line.
Good jump us. There's one more.
He's right. There is one more.
There is one more. This was that catch on the Zywoo clear. It worked wonderfully in the previous, this time not so lucky. Apex as well, caught out by Carrigan. Some good work from him.
Okay, 3 AKs for the CTs to close this, and the AWP. Everything they want and more. Brokey with the boost, making sure nobody heads towards lower.
این زایبو قشنگ‌تر بازی می‌کرد سمت دیساید خط وسط رو.
Doesn't even have to worry about it. Okay, high pressure moments though. This is where FaZe's experience can show.
سیتیا 3 تا AK دارن. این از اولیش. نفر اول شکار میشه توسط بروکی.
Okay, you've got your opener. Now you just need to close.
زایبو حالا کمی اگریسیو که زیادم نرفت جلو.
Rob's trying to be as annoying as he can on this B lurk. Wants to keep the eyes of Mezzi, knowing there's just one B defender with Spinks in the dirt.
ترجیح میدن که توی پوزیشن‌های خودشون بازی بکنن. زایبو هم برمیگره عقب.
Smoke, but they can play ahead of it, Vitality, if they'd like. So that's good information. Looks like a mid to B split is being lined up. Flamesy's been able to get across to assist Mezzi. They can lock this down, the two of them. Apex is here to play as well. They've missed the CT smoke. That's going to have a gap over the top.
مجبورید که انقدر سریع اسموک بدیم اگه. نگاه سمت وسط خطرناک.
Finds lethality. Mezzi under scrutiny. Has flames alongside. Can
establish a crossfire. سایت بی حضور دارن. حرکت داره. شروع میشه به سمت بام سایت. نفر اول رو میزنه مزی. خط وسط هم باز شده. فلیمز فشار سنگین موفق میشه فرق دیگه هم بگیره. 2 به 2 سیفو رو ریکاور میکنه. بروکی سمت وسط. حالا شارژ میکنه میاد بیرون. نفر اول رو شکار میکنه. تیراش اثباتش کرده بود مگه. تیراش همه لند شد. بله اوورتایم.
They had the bodies, the call was nice. Flamesy had been rotated over early and he got to live for way too long. Apex is going to be frustrated about that, knew that Brokey had to be around the smoke somewhere and he gets run down. This is Spinks overstepping the mark to offer Brokey a kill and back into the round.
I mean, yeah, I understand it as well. You spam the smoke, you find him, you've won the round. You don't, you're caught on a reload. It's a risk.
خب بریم برای اوورتایم.
Interesting. He's just walking down.
Yeah, but Spinks is so ready for it.
Rain.
Yes, he is. Perfect.
دیفالت داشت میومد که Spinks.
So turning the table on the previous.
Well, he's stuck towards CT side.
کارشو تمام میکنه. اوپنینگ فرانک برای وایتالیتی. حالا باز میکنه کنیگان سر به سرعت حتی رد کنه به سمت بام سایت. فروزن خط اسموک سیتی رو نگه داشته. کریگان موفق هست به گرفتن فرانک. هنوز مزی رو ولی پیدا نکردن. مزی میتونه اذیت بکنه. حالا آمارش رو دارن ولی پوزیشنش خیلی خوبه. مزی بروکی بعید بروکی هم حتی بتونه بزنتش. فشار سنگین. مزی کماکان موفق و فروزن با HP 1. خیلی راحت. وای مزی اون مولیه باید عقب‌تر میافتاد که مزی رو پیدا کنن. مولیه درست نرفت. همه چیز حاضر بود که فیس کلن راند رو بگیره به جز اون مولی که جای درستی نیافتاده بود و مزی قشنگ از موقعیت خوش استفاده کرد و این هم شد نتیجهش. امتیاز برای وایتالیتی. کریگان سرعت اومده بیرون. یه بریک. 2 بازیکن در مقابلش قرار گرفته بودن که باز هم اوپنینگ فرانک رو میگیرن برای وایتالیتی. راب سمت وسط. یه فلش خوب. ترکیب فلش زایوو و سوینگ سفینکس.
With Rob's down, it's Rain, Frozen and Brokey.
یه فلش دیگه اما این بار روکی موفق‌تر زایبو رو هم اثبات کرده بود. چه بچانسی آورد زایبو، اما هنوز یه بازیکن دیگه رو بام سایت حضور داره. فشار سنگین، یه بریک دیگه، فرک هم میزنه. ایپکس دابل کیل برای این بازیکن. کاپیتان شروع کنه فرک زدن. 3 تک فروزن خط رو رز بکنه که باز هم ایپکس کارش رو تمام میکنه و وایتالیتی دومین راند اوورتایم رو هم ازانه خودش میکنه. فیز کلنج گرفتاری شده توی اوورتایم.
Now trailing by 2, they worked hard to claw this game back and take it to overtime.
Yeah, 8-4 down.
But is this all for naught? Remember the CT side is where both of these teams have been weaker. It's the perfect time for Vitality to find that form and shrug this off. Can they make it flawless in the first half of OT number 1?
چه کرده ایپکس؟
Huge round.
Frustrations from Brokey.
بیت المال آقا.
Did a fair effort to help them get back into the round with the AWP, but not enough. No long spawns available for FaZe to go all in, so we won't see them out the gates. Brokey will use the boost and sees nothing. Corner smoke flashes to keep Vitality on their toes with the opener. FaZe very aggressive with this. He wants to fight.
Gets himself across, uses the HE to obfuscate.
Frozen. سمت لاین فرند.
Maybe overlooked. Wow, what the memo was, take it, map control quick.
Flames.
They've just called upper tunnels clear.
در مقابلش اومده جلو و خط رو نگهتش رو. سیتی اون خط رو میاد جلوی تک فلش بندازن از پشت لاین میگیرتش.
Prodding around a lot more, harassing the extremities, going for lower dark plays.
پرتاب میشه ذره دیپ رفت این فلش.
I mean, it's their pick for a reason. FaZe have done incredible work to get themselves back situated into overtime, but
استفاده
Vitality
میکنه.
looking like they have the edge here on the defense of OT1.
بروکی روی
Smoke from Rain,
AWP.
that's destined for CT. They've got a 3-2 division of defense.
I wonder if Apex calls them into a B push with how quiet it is. They just want another flash and find. Now the crisscross.
آیتما رو پرتاب میکنن. سعی در گرفتن کنترل وسط. زایبو اصلا حواسش نبود. یه فایت سنگین. مزی و فلیمز موفق تو گرفتن 2 فرگ برای وایتالیتی. وای که فلیمز چه کار داره میکنه. رابس بالاخره میزنتش اما کافی نیست. ایپکس اومده بیرون. C4 رو ترانسفر میکنن به بروکی. خیلی پوزیشن ایپکس مهمه. رابس موفق. حالا ایپکس هم پوزیشن خودشو لو داده اما سمت شورت داره میاد جلو. اسفینکس موفق هم هست. بروکی حالا تنهاست. سعی دارن اذیتش بکنن. میاد برای شات نو اسکوپ رو تک 9. فکر نمی کنم دیگه بتونه کاری از پیش ببره. بروکی این کاره نیست. این کاره نیست.
Really nice little set of rounds that Vitality have been able to scoop up, proactive across the map. A little fake from FaZe. It drew the attention exactly like they wanted. Zywood just sitting on the car gets absolutely destroyed, but Flamesy from top side. Silenced them 4. Multi-kill, good impact. Number advantage as part of the retake. A nice shot from Rop short. Just one round now for Vitality to take us to Anubis.
حالا وایتالیتی یک امتیاز دیگه میخواد تا
feel like this series might deserve a third. Both teams playing well. FaZe less so here in overtime. Can they do anything on their own defense?
پرتاب
What's
شده.
the plan? You got 3 attempts here to secure map 3.
There's already a bridge smoke. This is premeditated call. The bridge smoke is already down towards A.
آغاز شده به سمت شورت. کنترل شد در دستان وایتالیتی.
Keeping a move
برمیگردن رقم. روتیشن به سمت وسط. آیتم ها پرتاب شده. فروزن. وای چه اتفاقاتی میفته. 3 فرگ پیاپی رابس. بیش از 1 فرگ نصیبش نمیشه. میتونه فرگ آخر رو بگیره. کریگان آپگرید میکنه به AWP. آخر رو زمان شده کریگان و کارش رو تمام میکنه. وایتالیتی موفق تو گرفتن مپ دوم.
Okay, well
پوینتر رو گاشتین. هلو
FaZe Clan, how do you want to kick things off? You've had success in the pistols, but go back to Inferno, not so much in the follow-ups. They have had a few
با نام خدا در خدمت شما هستیم با مپ سوم دیسایدر تعیین کننده برنده این بازی آنوبیس. فیز سمت دیسایدد و وایتالیتی دیسایدد این مپ. بریم ببینیم که کدوم تیم میتونه صعود کنه به استیج یکی از بزرگترین و مهمترین تورنمنت های کانتر استرایک، اینتر اکستریم مسترز کلون. حتی نگه داشتن رین موفق تو گرفتن فرست بلاد اکنون تریپل کیل. سه فرگ پیاپی وایتالیتی رو در هم میکوبه رین به تنهایی. فرگش رو هم نگه داشته. بریم باز هم میتونه فرگ بزنه یا خیر. هلو چت.
Was it here or was it a blast? But there was some point he wasn't wearing his glasses.
There
was a round or two or a game or two at Blast. I saw no glasses.
And I was like, what's going on there?
I wasn't sure either. Maybe they were at the repairman.
The glasses repairman.
Optometrist.
I believe that's the terminology.
Yes,
I said it with such confidence because I'm not sure too.
Well, you don't wear glasses.
جشن کار قرار داده شد که جشن شد این دو فرگ.
All right, pistol run for FaZe. Mezzy and Spinks are going to hold on to some Kevlar, so let's see. Do they both go for the Famuses behind this? They could go Famus, keep the Kev. Be pretty potent going into the second, but this is beautiful from Rainy. Obviously had Rops behind him as part of this stack, but Clinical on the shots. Deletes them all three beautiful headshots. Oh.
That's going to happen.
They both went for Famuses. I love to see it. It's great when it comes good, when you stick the landing.
Let's see what they can do with them. Obviously, it does mean there's not a single helmet in the squadron.
Yeah, well, there's a few Galils in the mix. Some active for Carrigan.
اما رانده دوم فول فورس وایتالیتی
Carrigan top mid. Brokey that link player دوباره outside of A main. Rain will be playing up towards connector.
سمت A main که خطش رو نگه داشتن.
Sitting back, allowing Vitality to make the
بازی رو کم میکنن بازیکنان فیز.
Molly for baskets. Oh dear.
فلیمز در کنار ماتیو. فلیمز فایت کلوز رینج. زایبو سعی داشت فرگ بعدی رو از آن خودش بکنه اما اتفاق نیفتاد.
Full A main control lost. Looks like they're turning their attention towards grouping up. And it looks like they might have a little look towards Canals. They do swing through. Spinks gets away with his life. Info, 2 towards the con position.
سلام آقا، چطور هستی؟ خوب هستی؟ خوش هستی؟ در سلامتی کامل به سر میبری؟ چه خبر؟ خوش اومدی.
Least glamorous of the T-side roles.
سپینکس خطرناک دوبل کیل.
Makes great use of that FAMAS.
اوه چه مولی افتاد جلوش.
Can they recover this? It's up to Frozen.
چه مولی افتاد جلوش که فضای فرار رو بگیره. فروزن دلو میزنه به دریا میاد بیرون و کپتن دن ایپکس موفق تو اتمام کار و وایتالیتی نتیجه رو در همین ابتدای بازی یک برابر میکنه.
You get 1 for 1 on main, but Spinks with the double.
To that FAMAS spring.
And Rain swinging out to try and get the kill. Carrigan took that initial contact. You kind of wish that the MAC-10 would have gone wide to open the line. That crosshair too much. And that one will leave a mark. FaZe trying to bounce back in. They've opened up with a smoke towards Dark, a deep one, and one towards A main. So trying to apply pressure across the map as they set up this B execute. But there's 3 players for Vitality to defend.
As he brave to hold this headshot angle, be flashed off. Smoke comes in. They're swarming B.
حمله آغاز شده به سمت بام. سعی داره کریگو خط رو رد بکنه. از اون فرگیری اتفاق نیفتاد. مزی، ایپکس، اسپینکس 3 فرگ پیاپی آمار نفر 4 رو هم دارن. مزی کارشو تمام میکنه. خود اسپینکس و این
Wow.
از
For
امتیاز
Vitality, best
بعدی
possible
برای
outcome phase worst. No
وایتالیتی.
damage, no plant, nothing to write home about in that round.
اما سیاوش چه خبر؟
You kind of sit at spawn feeling extra good when they go, hey, they bought, right? Yeah, that was Kev. That was Tech 9s.
And Carrigan took the risk because two players completely unloaded their mags in the smoke, so he thinks, I'll push through and try and catch them off guard. Was unable to find a frag. Could have been a difference maker. Things could have got very chaotic, but Vitality just got to coast that one in. And now we'll see FaZe go for, well, the fullest of ecos. It'll just be Rops with the P250 to try and keep things somewhat interesting. But Apex had a big smile on his face after that round.
Yeah, understandably considering
اگریسیو منتظر ریلود میشن. حالا خطا رو باز میکنن. گلوله هایی که داره سمتشون شلیک میشه. ببینیم زایبو میتونه کار تموم بکنه. بله 100%.
here on our third map.
Matthew is on fire.
Brokey even operating with a Galil for utility's sake. Might have to see the same for Carrigan because a few of these members might be a little bit light on.
چطوری؟
Flamesy
سلام چیکار کنم سیزم خوب بشه. یا میتونی در کلاس‌های خصوصی ما شرکت کنی یا میتونی یه سر به یوتیوب ما بزنی. چندین ویدیو آموزشی اونجا حضور
The first rifle rounds they tend to take these all in risk, but it was off of if they win the pistol. They didn't win the pistol, they won the force.
کیفیت ویدیو در یوتیوب تحت تاثیر قرار داد ناموسا نمیشه. فدا بشم. فدا بشم.
It does look that way.
So smoked off on Con and Lurk Smoke B main. Rops chunked with a rugs nade.
باز هم سمت وسط کریگان افتاد پایین یا پرید پایین.
He's pressuring Con. He's ahead of the smoke and yeah, Spinks is in trouble.
Spinks بچه گرفتار شد. اما نفر بعدی رو داره. کریگان نتونست کارشو تمام کنه. مزی چه فشاری رو داشت تحمل میکرد که باربیکیو تحولش. اوه
deleted by Brokey with a headshot.
Bomb still has to get across.
واقعا به قول کسر دیلیت شد یارو.
Strong flash for good measure. Digits punched. And you'd assume the round secure.
چقدر سنگین بود این فرگ.
It did really look like they wanted to send Carrigan through middle.
به قول ایرانی‌ها میگن یه ایدی زد یه دو تیر در رو سنتی رفت تو سر صورتش. آنلاکی. Better luck next time.
So they kept mid busy, knowing that the rotating player of Apex would be focused. Drop Carrigan out and split.
بله چطوری هلو خوش اومدی. برکی نامرد اصلا با خنده قهره.
Oh my God,
there is time.
He's on it. He's on it. He's covered by flames. He's covered by flames. Zywood nearly gets away with murder. Fair play. Fair play. Trying to make the best out of the situation.
توی ترای اول نتونست بگیره سیفور رو. چرا؟ موقعی که اسموکو انداخت همون لحظه سیفور نگه گرفته بود دیفیوز بود.
I saw him hanging around. I didn't think there was any chance they were going to give that one a crack. Yeah.
The radius on Anubis as well is so gentle. You know, I figured they were just going to try and get the exits, but they went for more.
Bit of relief from FaZe.
Oh, for sure. After the fumble already, you're going to be feeling pretty hard done by losing into defuse as well.
Might be a push coming through the pipeline.
But this is what Robs is very, very good at handling. He's got Rain going in first. So it might have to be some trades.
فقط دو بازیکن در مقابلش حضور دارن. در خط بازیکن موفق بشه. فقط دو بلکیل برای رین سمت وسط. کریگان چقدر به موقع خط رو باز کرد. زایبو ترید رو انجام میدم و دیر. اسموک خیلی سریع میاد سیفور رو ریکاور بکنه. رابس زایبو و سپینکس. اما جلال چطوری؟
Rain's come to play.
He really has. I mean, you know, we talk about big game players. I feel like Rain definitely does. He thrives in an environment with the additional pressure.
Had that conversation to be had about Hunter as well, who had a mammoth performance yesterday against Spirit, who floundering. I think it's really not a good look.
Yeah, completely.
Some murmurs going around with different players. I had some conversations with about maybe the end for a player over there at Spirit as well. So we'll have to see if anything is possible, considering the schedule and what comes up next. But yeah, this FaZe conversation, we touched on it before. We have these embattled legends with the trophy cabinet, and they were faltering. And I touched on the tweets, so it wasn't just something that was being speculated and spoke about from us on the outside, and they're like, no, everything's fine. You know, it's all good. It felt like there was a couple of reasons to be slightly concerned.
Such an active setup to be rumbled by just one dude.
Yeah, I'm just interested to see what Apex was saying there. So I said to go water. Was he? I'm not sure. Was he talking about a push down water? Because he's not happy. Yeah, he's not happy with something.
My French is bad, but it sounded like passe me écoute, like you're not listening to me.
Oh. It is good having Alex who can speak a little bit of German and a little bit of French. That helped. And he would say that, and only Zaiwu knows what he's saying.
Yeah.
And Next has.
No,
Okay. So
Sukut
that's what you're saying.
اختیار
So
کرده
whoever was the B
تو
player, was it Spinks? No.
همه که راستشون یکی نه اصلا
Okay, boys, we need to listen to each other. I'm sorry, but we need to listen to each other. No way.
Okay. Well, you were right. You were right.
You need to listen to each other.
I thought I'd done it wrong.
نه که راستشون یکی نیست به خاطر اینکه خیلی راحت و خوب کلاسر دیده بشه توی استریم و برودکست و اینا این کلاسر اسپکه اسپکتیتور
And a more passive stance towards A, understandably.
کلاسر خودشون هم عالی فرق داره ولی چون خیلی هاشون از کلاسر اسمال و کلاسر دات و این چیزا استفاده میکنن و باعث میشه توی استریم دیده نشه همیشه برودکست از این کلاسر استفاده
Mezzy
میکنن
and Spinks locking down B and Apex in float between the two. Rain going through his paces. So exchange of view tilt, very standard.
That smoke is infinitely more annoying than just smoking off the mouth of Khan.
They get a little deeper.
However,
یه من تمام نشده نرفتم
back.
دیگه
Not
بیش
bad
اوورتایم
either. Rain
داشت
takes even more damage than Flames he did.
Okay, well, I mean, definitely a strong util game so far
یا
from both
نوبل
squads.
Bomb's
دستشه
committed to A, and there's 3 players with Apex on a fast rotation. Heaven Smoke lined up. Can also molly back side.
Yeah, well, would force Zaiwu into the open if they can molly
پرتاب
cage.
میشه روی پامپ
They do.
سایت زایبو
Nice
زایبو
extinguish, keeps
اوی
them
اوی
around, and
اوی
he delivers the
موفق
frag.
گرفتن
Team
اوپنینگ
play
فرگ
from
حتی باصله به
Vitality,
سمت
setting
بام سایت
Zaiwu up for
فلیمز
success. Flames
در
can be
کنار
a real
زایبو
thorn in his
حضور داره
opponent's
ستاپ
side.
خوب پیاده کردن اما چه جوابی میده فیسکران دمیج هم میخوره فلیمز
It is problematic now.
مواظب باشن بازی کنن با
30 seconds.
ایتالیتی
Bomb needs to be
کار
going down. They resmoke
کمی
Heaven. Rops
سخت
go
داره
searching.
پیش
Cam and
میره
vulnerability. Frozen holding that rotate.
سمت
Nice find
وسط
with the
را
Flames. Mezzy's
موفق
gone low.
فروزن
Brought
سعی
down
داره
by-
کار
In
زده بکنه
mid,
موفق
Spinks knows
نیست
that he only has to focus on the side, but
سپینکس توی
still,
موقعیت تک
2
به
on
2
1.
آمارش رو داره از اسموی خودش استفاده میکنه رابس
Not going to overcommit here. Brokey on an elevated angle.
سپینکس
Using
ببینیم
those
میتونه
steps
کار
to try
اصلیش
and
ببره یا
isolate
نه
the
نفر اول
duel.
رو
Spinks is
شکار
the
میکنه
one to hit
سپینکس
it.
اما
Gave him a
آمار
chance.
رابس
He
رو
did. And Spinks will take that.
نداره رابس
Spotted on the cross.
این
Good awareness from
رابس
Rops. That's his
بابا این
first
رابس
refrag,
و
and it's
جدی
round defining.
نمیشه به این
Huge work
راحتی
away from
پشت
Rops.
داجی
And I
نمیشه
guess because Rops
عجب
pushed towards
گیری
Heaven and got that
دنسیریز.
kill that they expected him to be playing a little bit deeper.
اما
I can't believe Brokey even gave him a chance by going for those jiggles. Wanted to try and
یه کار گرافیک خوب معرفی
bait in
کن
Rops,
برای
which I guess worked
CS2
overall.
40
And yeah,
60
Spinks
یا 40
shot in the
70
back can't get easier for Rops, but you bang on impact. He's had a great. Well, Rops was having good impact
اگه
on him,
پول
a
هست که
great
خب
impact, I might
40
say.
Yeah.
And he was having some big moments on Dust too as well, even though they couldn't get it across the line.
Yeah, he's top of the scoreboard right now across the first 2 maps. Ooh, Rain.
Rain.
Frag onto Zaiwu, trying to
خطی رو
turn up the
نگه
heat
داشته
mid.
بود موفق تو
Didn't work
شکار
out for them.
زایبو
Brokey
بروکی
catches it.
اوی
Flames
نزدیک
commit,
بود
but traded.
فصومش
Trade work.
Yeah, this is all just going to boil out into a
بخوره
nice-
که این اتفاق نیفته 4 به 2 موقعیت
round.
برای
There was
فیسکلن
then 4 brought into this, so they invested a
Was
little
that on the
something.
woo?
I
Where
think it
that?
was. I think it was.
Okay, so he just charged through mid with it. Gave
Yeah,
it a go.
tried to get a little bit tricky with it, didn't they?
But yeah, I was looking at the frag totals. It's definitely, Rops has been in form. A 1.29 rating across our first 2 maps. So looking good. It's good to see a resurgence from Rops. A little bit of time.
کم میکنن از آیتم های
that's
خودشون
where
استفاده
individuals-
میکنن آیتم های خیلی
But
دیفالتی
he
هم
is the
داره
individual. That's where the conversation was about the individuals of this team. But a lot
پرتاب
of it
میشه
gravitated
اسپینکس و
towards Rops.
ایپکس
You know what's going
گلی
on.
اول
It seems like there was
اسپینکس
a
رو
lot of
قشنگ
reasons as to why
کشیدن
FaZe
بیرون
wasn't getting the job
تنها
done.
آوردنش بیرون هم از رگ آخر
Good
و
work from Carrigan. Mops up the
فیسکلن
final 2.
موفق تو گرفتن
And it's now a
امتیاز
2-round lead. How many more can they continue to stack on this T side? And this is the problem. You couldn't have come into this event ruling FaZe out, because if they do show up, which
13
they clearly are,
14
and then they make it to the stage, that old trope that we have, and it's a trope because it's true, is about these boys being big game players. They do their best work on the stage, and it's a completely different game when you get into that type of environment. There's certain rounds that you can and can't call. All right, aggression again. Flashed out B main. Frozen will call that. He thought about flashing himself back in for the fight. But jostling for position.
نهم اختلاف رسیب 2 امتیاز ادوانتیج در دستان فیز.
Still just going to take their time.
Yeah, I saw a double HE towards Cam there. That's a cheeky way of doing it. Trying to catch the player in Zywoo's position.
They want to go back to B. Consider the little dots with the bomb going all the way back through spawn. So they pushed out B main Vitality. They saw nothing.
اون نیده سمیه
hedging back to harass. A nade towards
میافتیم
B main is a
پایین
little bit of
پشت
information, but both teams
باکسه
playing for
که
pieces of this
خط
chessboard.
میذارن خیلی نیده سمیه.
Mid smoke, that might stall them out. Do you keep pushing, or
وسط هم
do you
پرتاب
think
شد
that
حرکت
has
آقا
some
شده
potency
سمت بام
behind it?
سایت
Looks like they're just going to go
بی
back to more a default 2-1-2.
من
This is a
روتیشن
B retake setup right now. The position of Mezzi is telling.
اسپینکس رو هم شاهد
Blocked at a very good time.
هستیم. خیلی اسموکش تایمینگش خوب بود.
Placement of his util here. Decent spin.
نیده خودش هم استفاده میکنه. دمیجی هم زد.
They're committing through that smoke. Carrigan
اما خطا باز شده به سمت بام سایت.
Spinks catches rain departing con. Now
دابل کیل ایپکس. چه فلنکی بروکی داره التماس میکنه که زنده بمونه. وایتالیتی موفق تو گرفتن امتیاز. اون اسموک خیلی بیمونه.
And that's what you would have been screaming if you were Apex. I have a timing, I'm flanking, just delay, don't die, don't die. It's okay if we give away the plant.
ماری چه خبر مدی؟
After that B pressure came in, Neo on the mic immediately calls the tactical time on the first for FaZe.
Spinks, man, what a frag. Finding the second really changed the state of affairs. Bang.
I know the stats
Nate
don't say
خورد
it,
تو
but
سر یورو.
wow, it's when you compare it to the A1, it doesn't really stack up because that's normally a financial decision or positional decision. But we are seeing more and more A4s.
Yeah, for sure.
نه کلا تو تکتیکال تایموتا روزه سکوت گرفته. مردی حرف بزن دیگه.
Okay, Neo, what have you cooked up in the lab, my friend? Still more than enough money for FaZe to get out of full
نه
buy.
خریدی؟ آهان. نه اون برای خرید نه.
Only has a smoke to his name. Brokey with
اون
the
یه نکته انحرافی داشت
lock
اون استوری.
In round number 10, we are getting to the tail end of half number 1, map number 3. They're going to go aggressive B-man again. They're flashing out once more. Apex is setting them up.
Early pressure onto Frozen. They know that it's rarely occupied by more than one, so why not confirm it?
هر دو نفر اومدن بیمین رو پیک کردن و
There's no early pressure
یه
from FaZe
فرار.
anywhere.
Yeah, I like that. The fact that they're not like smoking left side sight and dropping down and trying to take the initial pick or mollying B-main to stop the aggression. Vitality are making the most of it.
Especially because they FaZe invest 2 smokes off the rip most times. It's a lurk smoke and a con smoke. Ensuring they can't make anything off of it early. Apex is scared of mid. He's heading through beach to A. Concedes mid completely. Lets Mezzi know that it's a vulnerability.
Looks like a good rotation though, doesn't it?
Yeah, it seems like he's ahead of the play.
کنترلش افتاد دست فیز.
Look how close they are. They're here so quick, Alex. They're not ready for this.
No, Zywoo was.
خطا بازی خیلی سریع فرکا. ترید میشه فلیمز.
They know that Flamesy has to be around. Oh, Mezzi's so fast on this too.
Yeah, I didn't know.
چه خبره توی این ران؟ چه خبره توی این ران؟ خطا باز شده مزی.
Nice catch.
فرول
Takes down
رو
Frozen.
شکار میکنه.
Brokey
خطا
have
رو
a lot
رد
to do.
کرده
Robs through
مزی.
main smoke. Brokey, oh, he's getting stressed. Flames forces him to look at him with the defuse.
بروکی رو داریم با فیلم برداری مجاله. سیفیوز هم داره انجام میشه و وایتالیتی موفق تو گرفتن امتیاز 55.
Genuinely impressive from Vitality.
نتیجه بازی برابر.
Rotation from Apex. He was so ahead of the play.
And Mezzi as well. I think the proactivity of them at the start. All right, let's prod B. Let's see what type of round we're dealing with. If we spot more than just Frozen babysitting, then we know that it's going to be something a bit of a different round, maybe a B play. Then not only did they go aggressive long, they went straight down towards Connector and they did the same thing. And at that point, they had a good idea that it's likely either going to be this A play or mid. The rotation from Apex gets over in time. I thought they were going to have a real jump on them because FaZe had made so much headway without making a lot of sound. Vitality can win the half.
That would be crazy.
کلیک میکرد حداقل یه صدای اسنایپی بلند میشد یه روبو وحشتی ایجاد میکرد.
And this one's going to go one way fast. Carrigan trying to push the smoke goes down.
Yeah, this map was played 14 times during stage 1.
And was it as T-side bias as usual?
Well, let's bring up the stats. I think
این مپ توی استیج اول 14 بار تا الان پلی شده. اینقدر آنویس بازی میکنن تیما. آه بابا.
Hard tracking from Spinks, but gets the job done.
Yeah, Anubis with a huge sample size was 61.
روکی وضعش خیلی خراب شده.
Wasn't the most T-sided, but the other maps have such smaller sample sizes.
تماشاشی ندارن چرا؟ استیج بعدی داره. استیج اول نداره. الان این تیم هم میره از اون پر بخوام ناوی رفته بالا، سا رفته بالا، بافر خوردیم. برنده این بازی میره بالا، برنده بازی بعدی هم فکر کنم میره بالا. سرجم میکنم 8 تا تیم میرن واسه استیج که یکی از بزرگترین و شلوغترین استیج‌های کانتر استرایک در مقابلشونه. ملقب به کاتدرال آف کانتر استرایک.
Gives it a bit more potency and threat, but there's Zywoo to provide the cover.
زایبو موفق سعی داره فرایک بزنه که زایبو کارشو تموم میکنه. استرایک.
Already accrued.
And you just have to look at FaZe so far in this T-half. Who's the man that you'd attribute to the impact on these rounds? It's Rain. 3 on the pistol round, 2 on an A-main rifle round push. Had an opening kill when they were doing a B split. He's the man that FaZe have had to look to crack them into these scenarios. Otherwise, Vitality have done a good job of reading the play, rotating in, and now FaZe, they would love 6 before they go into this 2-minute break. And again, they're going for the same type of scenario, heavy with this clump of individuals. Rain, Brokey, Rops over towards A. Nobody outside of B at the start. They have dropped the lurk smoke. They're fed up of those pushes of the likes of Spinks and Mezzy for info. That lurk smoke has also pulled Apex over because of the extra angles that it opens up over towards the side. I think they're just going with the keep it simple, stupid method. FaZe looking to attack A once more.
But they've got Zywoo, and he is posted, so they have to do this perfectly. By the book, flashes in, Zywoo's still not blind. Playing a real tight gap here. The Molotov will force a decision out of him, and he just respects it. Gets out, tucks to cave. Rob's playing ahead of
the زایبو نتونست شات اولشو لنز بکنه. فلیمز هم اومد برای ترید. او هم رو موفق کردیگان. چه خطی نگه داشته. کامل روتیشن رو کات کرد. یه بار دیگه این بار مزی موفق تر. کیه این کیلو؟ تمام کیلو $2.5 دیگه.
Trying to find the best way to approach this in a 2-on-4. Worried about a mid-lurk, nothing home.
We off to Spinks. You got to give this one a go, mate.
Second flash he does. Attempt, and we have 6-6. So dead even on the half. But the work cut out for them as we swap sides. Vitality taking to the T side in pursuit of the Lanxess Arena. We're talking about
خب میریم برای شروع نیمه دوم. این بار فیز کردن توی سیتی ساید، وایتالیتی توی تی ساید. 6 نتیجه بازی برابر. ابوالفضل به این فرک. این بر هم بروکی این لحظه فاز SMG رو گرفته بود رو دوالی. سعی میکنه بیاد عقب‌تر. کمک از راه رسیده. راپس فلیمز رو میزنه و اسپینکس تک به 3 C4 هم از دست رفته. بازی ناوی فرداز بله.
Yeah, and you mentioned edge of the seat. Falcons are as well. They'll be playing the
loser of this series.
Winner will take on the victor of Complexity and Mouse, which is currently going on twitch.tv/ESLCSB. Sounds like it's heating up. I can hear Scrawny and Launders making a bit of noise. But Spinks, he was patient. He waited out the smoke, and now he returns to see if he can pull off a 1-on-3. No Kevlar, 63 points of health, and a flash.
They know they have the bomb.
یکی جر خورد.
Another one for Rain. Okay, well that's 5 out of the 6 pistols within the series.
Most complexity یکی جر خورد.
FaZe have only won the follow-up once. They've only made the conversion once.
That's damning.
So if you're Vitality, and I think in that Vitality even gave it to them. I think they even took the eco in that scenario.
خود ایپکس پشماش ریخ حاجی.
So it's definitely now or never phase. If you're going to try and convert a round that you have all of the advantages.
میگم یکی جر
But
خوردار
every time, actually, this is an interesting one from Vitality. What do you make of this?
صدای جالبی
Turn to
نبود.
the god of Counter-Strike in
Yes.
some people's book.
Yeah, born on the
but
day
definitely a
Counter-Strike
French
was.
Counter-Strike. The god of the team.
While still remaining financially viable into the next.
Vitality's poster boy. One of the 3 in the conversation for player of the year so far, alongside of the likes of Donk, already eliminated.
جلیل در
And Odyssey
دستان زایفو.
up next against Astralis for elimination. All survival, because the Lanks are still ain't on the line in that one. Will be another series between the Danes or G2. But Zaiwu, can you make another miracle happen?
دیگه پرتاب میشه زایفو موفق به انجام کاری نیست. اسپری کنترل و رین از راه میرسه به کارو تمام میکنه و وایتالیتی میره برای بایراند.
7-1 in opening duels. This man
Oh man, pressure.
is definitely helping
دوباره یارو جر خورده. چه کار داره میکنه اون
I mean,
پشت؟
him and Dupree are doing everything they can.
7-1.
پشت برنامه چیز دیگه یا
rounds that they picked up. And he's not slowing
پشت
down.
اصلا کلن پلن چیز دیگه ای.
The rifles come out for everybody besides Apex.
He's going to have another peek. He's feeling himself. Early info towards T stairs.
چطوری علی برانو؟
Mezzi, oof, swallowed 50 points of damage or thereabouts.
Ooh.
Jumps over the spam from Zaiwu, trying to return the favor.
They've just blocked out towards A main once more, and they might try and aggress somewhere else on the map while doing so. They've completely foregone the side, just hoping that the snowball does its job, and that's why we're so focused on his mid and B plays, because that's most likely where the first action comes in. Still about 10 seconds Vitality have to wait before the main smoke clears. So Mezzi just staring at that grey screen, and now Zaiwu the same. So being blocked across, B main push. Spinks will hear this. Second flash is great, but they're not able to capitalize on it.
Oh, and he still gets rain jiggling out. That's a very important trade back. Frozen.
سریع ترید میکنه 4 به 4. ادامه روند بازی سمت بام سایت A.
And that could very well be the beginning of
جریان داره جایی که کریگان با MP9 پوزیشن گرفته 4 بازیکن هم دارن میان. مولی از راه رسید. حالا خطو باز میکنه کریگان. یک برگ. راپس موفق نیست.
Would have liked a bit more, but the flashbang from Apex was too damn good.
I'd have to be the save. You can see the finances for Rain and Brokey. They're in the doldrums as far as the buys are concerned. They have to play this one conservative. I'm curious over towards B. The second flash looked really good onto Spinks' position, but nobody pushed forward to clear out Pizza. And that's an opening kill back the other way. We were doing an Anubis game just the other day where we saw that used to great success. Yeah. That type of a push to clear out that difficult corner. But FaZe can't say the same. So Vitality will win the first rifle round, draw it back to just 1, and Apex will even get an AK for his troubles. Frozen can drop something. I think it is going to be Rain who needs that the most.
Nice.
Yeah, tough from FaZe.
Zaiwu just mentioned Famous, but it was able to pick up an AK. So I think they should be aware that that is a possibility.
Good shooting as well in combination with those flashbangs from Apex. Oh, clean with it.
I respect the crosshair choice as well. Oh, Rops has gone into an org.
Yeah, he's an innovator.
Yeah, we saw him doing it on Dust 2 as well, and I understand that it gives him a few more options.
This is the angle, by the way. If ever I'm trying to reference it, this is the angle Robs takes it.
Hey, Rush, press 1 if you could, mate. Thanks, mate. Thanks, Rush. You can get off him now. Sorry, mate. Sorry to disturb you.
That was the angle. To surprise Mezzi on his clears, but we are not going A. At least not for now.
Yeah, she's not having any util, right? So he is just going to have to play heads up, and Brokey's also tucked over towards A, so they are playing a bit of a turtle setup on the CT side. There's a lot of room for Vitality to take for seemingly free, but they are going to go through the motions. Good flash. Flames going to clear closed doors. Nobody home. An exchange of smoke. So Carrigan trying to pump up his chest to seem bigger than he is.
Rain
will have heard that drop, but looking like they want to pivot back towards A again.
تو اسموک شانس خوش امتحان میکنه. رابس رو آگ.
This should be his moment to stand up with a bit of a statement. Multi-kill required.
تیمین رو نگه داشته. آیتم های پیاپی. حالا حتی باز میکنم بیش از یک فرگ دستیمش نمیشه. بروکی. کریگان هم از راه رسیده. خیلی سریع تریدش میکنن. 3-2 ادوانتیج در دستان وایتالیتی. فکس میره برای پلنت C4.
It seems like a possible retake, but Rain and Frozen know that trying to get back in towards that bomb site, even with a number advantage at the best of times, can be very difficult. Sure, they have an incendiary, a HE, and a kit to work with, but it's just too tall of a task and too much to risk at this point of the game. So Vitality, they will get away with a great necessary trade there from Mezzi with the flash coming in. It's Brokey stepping out and getting nothing done. And you can understand why he's doing so, because Carrigan was under pressure in middle. I think he was smoked off towards Temple, so they didn't really have a whole lot of information of exactly what was going to be piping through and if it was going to be a split. So you can justify Brokey's swing.
Yeah, I really liked their quick reaction after Carrigan smoked doors to just drop and group A. It was just like kind of, you know, maybe took them 10, 15 seconds to configure and then it was gone. Into A. Good work from Mezzi. 8-8. 2 on the trot for Vitality's T-side campaign.
Well, I think one of the good fortunes for FaZe is Rain has one of these saved rifles. It will be light investments from the remainder of the FaZe clan, allowing that loss bonus to build going into the next. They should get the buys out, no dramas, 2,400. But what can Rain do? Carrying the bait.
I like it. The incendiary does indicate that there is aggression afoot.
I'm glad he called his jets. He could have just kept going in.
اومد جلوی شیطنتی بکنه دید نه.
To just be a name on the board.
No news.
Something to fear. Don't give them any inch, any mile.
Robs has walked it.
This is a great timing for Robs. They're going to hard clear it though, Alex. They will 100% hard clear this.
I think.
Well, it wasn't a hard.
Noise
They did clear it.
پشمام.
So they 99% will hard clear it.
An alternative boost from the
چکی شد یارو.
The problem I have with this is they don't have a smoke. And if you're Vitality with all these nades, surely you're Molly here, right?
Yeah, Spinks is the one with the Molotov.
Right, Spinks? Oh, that's a bit shallow.
Hang on, there's the Molly.
There she is.
بای بای. اوه چه آیتمایی اومد روی سایت. اما مولیه درست نبود. مولیه درست نبود. سپینکس تک به 2 لحظه آخر. فروزن اجازه ادامه کار رو بهش نداد.
They missed the molly.
آخ مولیه درست نیومد. سچ.
I can't quite believe that. Look at this, look at the gap and all the damage that he does. They did use the molly, just not deep enough. They even naded with it. There's a second nade that came into play, and Rain continues to have massive impact against Team Vitality in a game for the arena.
Oh, the juxtaposition between the two. Fury on one side, jubilation on the other. Tech9's Chad, it's aggressive.
یه بار دیگه اگریسیو. بروکی موفق تو گرفتن اوپنینگ فرانکس آیوو.
But he finds nothing on Con.
پاش رو هم گرفته باشن که اومده بوده توی کانکتور و حالا داره برمیگرده عقب. یه لحظه ادوانتیج اینو داشت که کسی متوجه نشده بود زایبو تا اونجا اومده جلو.
And then the execute should have been bang on. They flubbed it. They threw that smoke too shallow into the molly, so it didn't even go left side sight correctly.
همون دیگه زیر مولی نبود دیگه. مشکل همینجاست دقیقاً. مولی میس رفته بود.
Robs there, perfect flashbang from Apex. I'm sure he's getting plenty of the effective flashes.
Trade 4-4.
Zone's holding that angle for the cross.
فلش وسط. چه فلشی چه فرگی. اما کریگان قبل از 2 فرگ دیگه هم زده بود. باز هم خود کریگان تو ادامه کار 7 HP 2-2 میکنه روند کار 40 ثانیه زمان که سری میرم برای پلنت C4. رین باید دیدایی میتونه کسی رو شکار بکنه یا خیلی موفق نیست. مزی کارشو تمام میکنه و حالا فروزن تک به 2.
Frozen rocking up from main. Apex well aware of that possibility. HG will soften him up.
یعنی روی بام سایت سعی داره فرنگ بزنه. هر دو بازیکن رد
so
HP.
low, but so is the time. He has to go. Now or never. Tries the transfer. Needs to get on that bomb. It's not perfectly planted. Time sensitive. Mezzi swings. What's the time? A little too shy. Vitality fight back.
When Frozen just survives there to hold on to that AK, giving them at least something to carry through. And you see Rain already in heaven, but how much can you ask of the guy? He's done such a great job in this third and deciding map of the series with his impact in that moment. Just couldn't deliver the necessary kill onto Mezzi coming searching. And this time round, FaZe opened things up with that entry, but you have to really give credit to Flamesy. The flash work was bang on. RApTOR's completely blind, and the same for that of Brokey. And there wasn't necessarily the most conventional flash position that he threw the second one from. He was down in canals.
Yeah, great flashes from Mezzi and Apex. They've got 24 flash assists combined.
Now there's the first, and the second was a thing of beauty as well. Frozen giving this one on two.
That's not flash assist. That's Valve EF. That's just people flash, enemies flash.
آفر نخور تو رو قرآن.
Is it, wow, whatever the definition is, I'm just going to call it EF.
Effective flashes.
God damn it, guys. Can't we just get on the same page?
We just can't.
Well, Vitality, you win this, you're going to crack through. You're going to break that glass ceiling.
I've heard about that.
It's like about a chocolate factory.
No Willy Wonkas here. Rain backing away.
Rain مجبور میشه حساب بیاد عقب‌تر. فروزن با AK خط کانکتر رو از جیل نگه داشته. خیلی خط سختی اگر مین رو مخصوصا بیان داخل که بعد پوزیشنش رو هم عوض میکنه. 3 بازیکن در از دیگه با سایت بی.
What do they know? It's not a worry. It is just going to be an execute towards B once more.
This is his smoke. Here's that Mac 10.
اسموک به موقعی بود توی کان.
There's potential for Spinks to be occupying that far right angle.
مثلا اینجا حضور دو رایفلر داره فیس کنن روی بام سایت بی. یه فلش دیگه. سپینکس موفق تو گرفتنه.
They're rotating.
Opening frag.
They're silently walking towards middle, magnetizing towards mid with a little bit of A on top. Mezzi and Zywoo. Completely flashed. He's got to get one hit.
بام سایت A. RApTOR نمیتونه شاتاشو لند بکنه. خط خوبی رو نگه داشته. آفنگر ایپکس. دمیج خوبی هم میزنه به رین. فلش سعی داره بیاد بیرون. یه شات دیگه هم میخوره رین. بروکی.
Rain down, but it's all up to Brokey. He could do this. Mezzi's overlooked this potential crouch walk, and now we're talking. Now we're cooking. Brokey, this could be huge.
Secure
for FaZe. Bomb planted. Flames versus Brokey. Xtaz not gonna blink. And it's all good.
یا اول فاز چیز زده شاجی.
What a series this has been. These lighter buys, always a thorn in either side. Back and forth, the individuals on display, and another round coming down to a 1v1. Flamesy gets it done.
Oh, man, you got to love some Counter-Strike, haven't you? Getting your Monday night started with a bang. Oh, I thought Brokey had done a lot there, but Flames, look at this angle. He finds a quick first bullet headshot on the Galil. Not shy, not shy. Apex as well, the same.
Red carpet rolled out for 11 now for Vitality. Has to finally be a round with no threats. A flash and a P250 is all FaZe can bring into this one. This is probably the easiest round Vitality have played in this map so far. But everybody's here.
Yeah, stacking a flash. Flames is actually going to be the perfect disruptor, though. Yeah, they're going to walk straight past him. Nice little distraction. Get the Galil, guys. Get the Galil. And then Flames.
They got the Galil.
Yeah, but then Flames takes it all away. Stops the Galil retrieval.
Flames اجازه نمیده اون.
Mezzi charges out main and jobs
جلیل ریکاور بشه. راند خوب و تر و تمیز و سریع برای وایتالیتی.
Oh, okay.
I presume cave is con.
I believe that they call.
Okay.
Yep.
Rain's not going to be anywhere near that.
This is B. Look how direct this is. The radar tells the entire picture of this round.
They started 3A.
Yeah, well, A's been an issue because look at RApTOR. He's been getting exploited.
Yeah.
It's a great call from Apex.
Oh, he wants it. In pursuit of being just one round away. Rain empty-handed. That surely sealed the deal. 12.
این راندو اگه فیز از دست بده که داره میده وایتالیتی میره توی match point.
What a fantastic call and read.
Just straight into it, direct again from Vitality. We had some similar scenes going down on Dust too.
Surely that tickles your IGL brain. You see that they've conditioned A, they know the A anchor's struggling.
پوزیشن ایپکس و وای که داره میاد برای هانچ آنتای هم میتونه بزنه.
And so you call it a wrecked
ولی کن که این بره مپ نو نیوز دادش اونوری باید میرفتی.
Towards connector, and he's been having the most impacts for FaZe in the game so far. So we think, well, we want to avoid this threat, but no, they go straight into it.
جای خیلی خوب اومد. بقیه‌شو میستاد.
Even having a talk in spawn to discuss, you know, do we know the right flashes? Regardless, they pull it off. They stick the landing. They get to 12 first.
12 برای وایتالیتی و
who were able to retain 3 guns.
یک امتیاز دیگه میخواد.
Rain and Frozen will be equipped, but now for Carrigan, this is the mental game. Does he go back to stacking 3 players towards A? Does he go for an aggressive maneuver? How does he want to approach this CT side? But it's
برخواست دومین تکتیکال تایموت فیز کردن باز هم نئو عجب لبش تکون خورد ولی خب بیشتر نئو میز که پاز میگیره اینا نفس بکشن برای خاصی نمیکنه حساس
It could be the perfect call from Carrigan, but it might not matter.
30 seconds to talk this one through. You can see both sides are locked in conversation. Series point, 3 of them.
Vitality, 1 round away from returning to the Lanxess. Headed to the semis last year, lost to Ents. Mezzi was not a part of this roster then. He's never played on the stage in Cologne. He'd love to get out there, the Brit.
Apex has seen a few Cologne finals over his career. 2 to be specific. Frozen flirting with some aggression. They want to just take early B main, but Zai was with them. Zai was here.
B main وای که نتونستن فرکا رو پس بگیرن. حالا دارن میان برای ترید. ببینیم رین باز هم میتونه کارسازی بکنه یا نه که سه میکنن روند کار رو خط وسط نگهداشت کریگان موفق. ایپکس
just walking through the smoke.
اسیر کریگان شدیم با و حالا فلیمز و سپینکس.
That's a brand new flavor. I haven't seen that at all. After these timeouts, this is what we're left with. A Frozen double.
آیا
responded
میتونن این دو به سه رو
Apex overextending into mid.
بگیرن یا خیر بروکی.
Broky's got a lot to do. He's more worried about canals. He has to be aware that he's keeping B open. He has to be aware that he's exposed to jail.
کنم برای نگانش رو دید فلیمز اما نتونست فرگ رو بزنه. حالا کارسازی میکنه سمت فرار رو بکنه. نید هم از راه میرسه. اسپیکس میره برای پلنت C4. جایی هم C4 رو پلنت کرده مجبور فرار بکنه. میاد برای کمک و حالا تک به تک راپس در برابر اسپینکس. آیا اسپینکس میتونه کار رو تمام کنه؟ تک به تک فوق العاده حساس.
Battle of wits and Spinks has managed to get himself all the way down.
انتظار شنیدن صدای دیفیوز هر گونه نشونه از رابس و اینجا اسپینکس کار رو تمام میکنه. وایتالیتی موفق میشه فیز کلن رو نتیجه 2-1 شکست تشت بازی شد یا اول فاز پورعرب آجی. یه نگاه اومدن ای داره روبوسی میکنن.